Time to buy sign, come with the audio balance before anybody gets here. La di da di da di da di da da da. Come on, stream, don't fail me now. Testing, 1, 2, 3. And then the game audio just gives up, so I don't actually get to test the audio balance. Fantastic. Okay. Gonna turn that off. Moving this around. Okay, screw it. Go to quest. Seems okay. I think I'm a little bit loud. But that's the story of my life anyway. Okay, I'm gonna give this a second. Okay, sweet Jesus. Librarian's long and carefree vacation. Oh man, they're really hyping this up, huh? Wait, it's right over there. What the fuck? One way from Mondstadt, though. Hold on. How have I not activated this before if this is who I have to talk to?
Greetings! Welcome to
Salutations.
the Citadel of Rexar. Would you be interested in taking on some commissions?
I keep forgetting this place is called Rexar. I played Warcraft, you know. Taking on some commissions? Absolutely not.
Jobs where we can earn loads of mora for just standing around? Oh, better yet, for just sitting around? That's the kind of task we're interested in now.
Don't speak on my behalf. But I am sick, so it'd be nice.
We don't currently have any commissions like that.
Let me know if
However,
it changes.
I do have some relatively simple requests from residents that will pay several thousand mora.
Wow. Maybe I can turn up the game audio. Oh, well. That should be good.
Really? That's all? That isn't nearly enough for Paimon.
The more the better. We want something a little more lucrative.
Yeah. Effendi, are there any high
More like Offender.
commissions available?
Ah, I see. Let me think.
Better yet, don't.
Spontamod recently initiated a research project on the ley lines and is looking for paid volunteers.
Wait,
There are several researchers in Spontamod who specialize in studying ley lines.
Every time ley lines
there is a
involved,
great
it just means
demand for
combat.
ley lines data. Researchers often need to
Ley
enter
lines
domains
data?
to investigate ley line disorders. They have been understaffed for some time, even after recruiting a good number of their own students. So, now they've turned to recruiting large numbers of volunteers. They offer substantial pay, but they also have strict requirements for the quality of the volunteers. Are you interested?
I mean, what are the requirements? What are the rewards?
Yes. Let's walk through the recruitment process. First of all, are you proficient with one or more types of weapon?
I'm skilled with one-handed swords. Actually, I'm proficient with all sorts of weapons. Hey. I mean, I can mind hack other people and use them and their weapons. Does that count? Well, yeah, nah. Humble brag. Let's go.
Very good. How's your understanding of elements? Are you capable of using elemental powers?
Capable, yeah. I'm a nerd. I know a lot about them.
All right. I'll put you down as the Traveler, right? Okay. I finished the registration.
One day I'll earn a
I'll
name.
be coordinating the necessary supplies and
One day.
payments for volunteers later. You'll have to find Gafoor for more details about the job. However, he has an important visitor today.
If Gafoor's so good, where's
I
G5?
don't think he'll be in the academia. According to the standard protocol for receiving
I mean,
visitors,
where he is, not where he
will
isn't.
most
What the
likely bring the visitor to the Puspa Cafe. You can go there and talk to him when his time with the visitor has finished. He sounded
Alright.
like he was in quite the rush to recruit volunteers when he contacted me, but now he's showing a visitor around. Seriously, who could be so important?
What's with your smarmy attitude? All right. Am I bringing Paimon to coffee?
Yeah.
I don't think she needs more energy. This seems like a bad idea. How come there isn't age restrictions on caffeine? Or is there, technically? Like an energy drink, there's like a age recommendation at least.
What the coffee's like here?
I know who that is. Hey, baby, nice legs.
Of course. How could I forget? It used to be my go-to drink here.
Nice diaper. Just my kink.
Listen, Gafoor. I suppose I should call you Professor Gafoor now. We're old acquaintances, so how about we stop beating around the bush,
I'm about to beat her on your butt in a second. Jesus.
First you wanted to catch up, and now the coffee. If you have something to say, just say it.
The combination of purple and green just always makes me think of the Joker.
Oh, that's Gafoor. He's the one we're searching for.
Is it?
But he seems to be busy talking with someone else. Maybe we should wait for them to finish.
But we know them, and we want to talk to them too.
It's nothing really. It's just that ever since you left the academia, our original projects and plans have lost their backbone, so to speak.
The hell does that mean?
Cyrus is also disappointed. He's always valued you as a proud disciple.
Wait, what? The
To
adventure?
be
I'm
honest,
confused.
it's a real shame that you left the academia, Lisa.
What's your country of
With
origin,
your
anyway?
wisdom and intellect, had you stayed in the academia, you would have become a herbad by now.
My bad, her bad, we're all bad. Okay, it's Lisa. What is she doing here?
Hold on. That's Lisa. The librarian Lisa. Our Lisa.
Astute observation.
Paimon heard that Lisa had studied at the academia before, but that was a long time ago. What's Lisa doing here now?
Extracurricular activities? I don't know. Extra study. She remains a teacher's pet, I
If
don't know.
I'm reading the situation right, you're reminiscing about the past to convince me to come back,
She's here to
aren't you?
pick up high school chicks? I don't know.
Well, I heard that you're currently the librarian for the Knights of Favonius in Mondstadt. If you ask me, that's a tragic waste of your talents. Why waste your time and energy on something as trivial as taking care of a library? Your time is much more valuable than that.
It's like this is giving like undercover spy
If
vibes.
you're willing to come back to the academia, I have plenty of projects for you to preside over right away. The academia needs people right now, and some of these projects are quite important.
Or even money laundering schemes.
Yawn. So all this
But
talk is to convince me
yawn,
to come
cringe,
back. I'm guessing
sigh,
Professor Cyrus doesn't know that you're talking to me about
laugh.
As a matter of fact, he has long wanted you to come back and work at the academia.
this. Is that so? You know, Professor Gafoor, it isn't a good idea to lie to people. Our teacher knows exactly why I left the academia after only 2 years. He would never ask me to come back.
Sexual harassment in the school place? Uh-oh.
Giving up my life in Mondstadt and returning to the academia as a Spontamod researcher. The price of seeking wisdom is no longer something I'm willing to pay.
Yeah, this starts making my theory sound more and more credible.
So please, don't bother trying to get me to come back.
Wow! So Lisa used to be a Spontamod researcher? Paimon's never heard her mention it before.
Besides, taking care of a library is important work. I've never considered it a waste of my time. Wisdom is hidden in every corner of the world. Never underestimate wisdom, no matter how small it may appear. That's what our teacher always said.
You mean the one you no longer want to deal
A
with?
good scholar wouldn't overlook the small details, Gafor. I'm sorry. I'm still not used to calling you Professor. Nevertheless, the underlying meaning of what you just said is simply wrong.
Heavy breathing's
There's
intensifying.
one other detail you probably haven't noticed. 2 people have been eavesdropping on us for quite a while now.
Oh no, our cover's blown.
Is there anything we can help you two with?
Hello, Lisa?
A long time no see.
Well, if it isn't you two.
Well, if it isn't, who is it?
Long time no see, cutie. Paimon.
Hey, I'm cutie.
Excuse me, but what business do you two have here?
Well, actually, we're here to participate in a research project on ley lines for Spontamod. We just finished registering with Effendi.
Which is when we happened to run into you, Lisa. We didn't want to interrupt your conversation.
A research project on ley lines? Oh, darling. You haven't joined the academia, have you?
Actually, I'm a professor now too.
Alright, Effendi told us a research project is looking for paid volunteers. That's what we came to see Gafor about.
The payment, not the volunteering.
Paid volunteers? Gafor, is the academia really that understaffed? Or are there projects that insist on the use of outsiders?
Yes.
No. The paid volunteers are for a conventional project to monitor the ley lines. All operations follow the prescribed safety protocols.
According to whom?
We rely on a lot of manpower to collect the data. There's no way around it now. But if only you would agree to come back and preside over some matters, we wouldn't have to go through all this nonsense.
Man.
If memory serves me right, collecting ley lines data requires investigators to go deep into domains, which can be dangerous.
Good thing I like going deep. I just wish I had better options than domains.
We've seen our fair share of combat since leaving Mondstadt. Exploring a domain is like a walk in the park to us.
Yeah, which is why I wish I'd stopped doing it.
It's been so long now. I can only imagine what wonderful
Or
stories
making me
you
do
have
it,
to
rather.
share.
I haven't no such thing.
So there's nothing to worry about.
Since you two are here to apply for the project, then please wait a moment while I talk to Lisa.
I don't wanna.
I'm sorry, Gafor. My answer is still no.
I'm just gonna keep
Aren't
pestering
you
her.
a
Is that the
little
plan?
bit interested?
I have never regretted my decision to leave the academia. I don't think that will change in the future.
But what if I keep pestering you, though?
I thought after all this time you would have a different answer. But you're still as obstinate as ever, Lisa.
Obstinate? How dare you?
You've made yourself clear. I'll only make a fool of myself if I keep insisting.
Yeah, so go ahead.
In that case, I still have unfinished
I love
business
a
to
good
take
fool.
care of, so I'll take my leave. See you at the Darshan reunion in a few days.
Yes, don't worry. I'll be there on time.
Did you give her a Facebook invitation? I don't
As
know.
for you two, please come see me later in the Mautiima forest when you're free. We'll need your help with the volunteer work.
It's in the Mautiima forest?
Oh,
What?
and one last thing, Lisa.
Oh god, that means mushrooms.
Yes,
I wish you the best of luck in Mondstadt.
thank you. Well then, cuties, now that the recruiter is gone, we can sit down and have a good chat.
Recruiter? You mean Gafur? You mean Gaddafi? With a coffee?
Much has been happening within the academia, and Gafur is paving the way for his future.
How exciting.
By the way, Lisa, what brought you to Sumeru? Are the nights okay with you being gone?
What'll happen to the library?
Of course. Jean gave me an extended paid vacation. It's rare that I get any time off, so I thought to myself, why not go on a trip and relax a little? I don't know how much of our conversation you heard, but I studied in the Spontamad Darshan at the Academia for 2 years. But instead of staying at the Academia after graduation, I went back to Mondstadt to become the librarian for the Knights of Favonius.
Man, what a career.
So that's why you came to Sumeru, right? To walk around and meet with your old friends and teachers.
Why did you still leave the academia?
You'd like to know, wouldn't you? Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt if I told you. After all, it was ages ago. If anything, it all boils down to a difference in philosophy. When I first came to the academia, Professor Cyrus really appreciated my work and invited me to participate in several major projects. But most of those projects ended in failure. To be honest, they went too far trying to achieve wisdom beyond mortal understanding, so failure was only to be expected.
That phrasing is ridiculous.
I didn't
But
want
okay.
any part of that lunacy, so I left. Anyway, now that I told
Wait, were they
you,
already trying to
make sure you
make
keep
the
it between
gods?
us.
Sounds like you've experienced a lot.
I don't wish to return to the academia, even if Professor Cyrus came to ask me personally.
Professor Cyrus? Isn't Cyrus the adventurer in Mondstadt? I'm really confused
Rather
now.
than conducting experiments day and night, I'm much more suited for working hours that start after 10 a.m., with regular afternoon tea every day.
Does sound quite cozy.
Oh, Lisa chose
Cushy
to be a
job.
librarian because she doesn't want to deal with hassles all the time.
That explains her build as well.
I prefer to take things at my own pace when it comes to tiring tasks like a job. And besides, being able to take regular vacations is also really important. It's a pity I didn't even have time to visit that child in Gandharvaville yet. Gafur found me just after I arrived in Sumeru.
Does that mean we're joining
Speaking
you?
of which, what about you two? What brings my favorite cuties to Sumeru?
You know, just being cute somewhere else. Tell us about what's happened after coming to Sumeru.
I
That's a lot
see.
to summarize.
Even I didn't expect them to be so bent on their pursuit, wanting to even surpass the gods.
Does that mean that quest is a requirement for this event? That's gonna suck for people. That's a lot to rush through.
Sounds like you were involved in some remarkable events again, and I was completely unaware.
Well, you're aware
And
now.
to think, you were even able to handle a crisis of that magnitude. Cutie, your abilities are really beyond measure.
Yeah, pretty great.
Having accomplished such a feat, I'm sure you must have a lot on your plate right now. I was actually thinking about inviting you two to walk around Sumeru with me.
Know where the red light district is? I've yet to find it.
What a pity. It's very rare for us to meet like this.
I'm not that busy, maybe
I
later.
plan to spend the next few days visiting around Sumeru City. At the end of my stay, I'll leave from Gandharvaville and return to Mondstadt via Liyue.
As opposed to via what? Well, I guess you could take the boat.
Who knows? Perhaps we'll bump into each other again in Sumeru City or Gandharvaville. Come to think of it, there's something romantic about such a chance encounter like this. It's like icing on the cake for this little vacation of mine.
I'm blooming already.
If you see me around, be sure to come and say hello. Otherwise, I might start feeling lonely.
Stop it. There are children watching.
I remember, You two agreed to meet Gafur in Mount Te'ima Forest to talk
Ah,
about
yes,
the
thanks for
Leyline's
thanks for
research
reminding me.
job.
Yeah, that's the one.
Feel free to leave if you want to go look for him. As for me, I think I'll spend a little more time at Puspa Cafe.
I thought you were more into tea, but okay. Are cafes like a Indian original idea? I just have trouble imagining how cafe started in the West. It just doesn't make sense to me. Oh, there we go. Domain of buried roots? Like a shop dedicating to selling or making coffee or coffee beans. It's a little weird to me. And yet, Starbucks fucking everywhere. Yeah, not exactly a regular customer, am I?
I see everything. Oz, reveal.
Jesus! That almost killed me. Okay, thanks. Let's see. Yes, and condensate. Shit, that's not what I want. I want the fungus. Ah, well. All enemies look the same these days. Hello, Gafur.
There you are.
You silly
Looks like you
mustache
two are
man.
ready.
Nope.
Very well. Let me inform you of some details. Spontamod has been involved with the ley lines for a long time, and it's imperative that their current is constantly monitored. This research project was also organized to help meet this demand.
I like that inhale.
However, because abnormal fluctuations often occur in Sumeru domains, we must regularly send people deep into various domains to record the situation with the ley lines.
What is wrong with
Since it's
these?
often dangerous inside the domains, we've established a rule of only dispatching personnel with combat capabilities.
Healthy protocol. It's just a little weird how many nerds in this game are also combat capable. Like, goddamn Albedo and Sucrose, like, they're supposed to be lab nerds and they're running around throwing spells everywhere.
It'll be your task to go into the domain and record any ley line anomalies. However, if you encounter any danger, please prioritize your safety.
You can't make me.
Well, those are all the necessary details. When you're ready, you may enter the domain.
Oh, thank you for your permission. Ah! In each second blooming event challenge, travelers must form 3 teams. Hold on. Travelers plural. And engage in 3 consecutive rounds of combat. They must defeat all opponents in the allotted time and earn bonus points from the time they left. You learn. Okay. No. Linked characters will appear on the party multiple times per round and gain buffs. Each team can select up to 2 support skills to help them in battle. Oh no, this is gonna result in a bunch of reading. What kind of nerd reads anyway? Obtain outfit, there we go. No! I've kind of been tempted to try using her again, just because of the defense reduction that she has in her kit. I'm just not sure that it's enough to be valuable. Especially when I only have 2 constellations. That is not a lot. Oh yeah, and you can't even cause her to trigger, what are they called again? The blooms. So it's kind of ironic that the event is called a second bloom when she can't even cause a first. Hyper bloom. At least it takes the feel. She applies for each stacks of violent card. This one feels like necessary to play her properly. Okay. Isn't there... Was it one of these talents? Ah, yes. Did this apply 3 stacks? You pretty much need that in order to get any use out of this. I don't understand why it's not like a default or earlier achievable characteristic. Like, you can't seriously be expected to spam E. Apply special mark to a random opponent, causing opponent's physical and elemental resistance to decrease by 30%. After defeating this marked opponent, all party members will enter a Valiant state. What? Valiant? Jesus, that... What is wrong with me? I am dying. When the current active character hits an opponent, a shockwave will be unleashed at the opponent's position. This effect can be triggered once every 2 seconds. A maximum of 4 shockwaves can be unleashed at a time. Each time the team enters the Valiant state. Another random opponent will be marked 10 seconds after the currently marked opponent is downed. Sounds simple enough. Oof. Well, immediately gotta make it hard. Okay, how does this work? Ha! She's here, huh? Interesting. Damage dealt by character set is linked will increase by 30%. They'll gain 2 elemental energy every second when they're off field. Ah, this sounds like a mess. Let me think. Why can't I? Normal attacks, elemental skills. Electro. Dendro. Now we're talking. Eesh, okay. Okay, my plans for the first one, just because that's the shit that I'm having fun with at the moment. Yes. But now this. Maybe? Oh, hey. I don't know why I keep overthinking this. Chances are I'm gonna get all the points in the first try. I just really have to think about 3 teams at a time. I don't even care about the detonations. Oh yeah. Well, on this stream, yeah. Okay, let's see. The most obvious choice is that one. Man, I could have the right national team down here. Does this matter though? Nah. I mean, obviously, this isn't a very high-octane stream at the moment. I need to get into the action. Which is kind of why I usually don't like these events. Okay, this one should definitely be elemental, right? No. That one has so much elemental mastery that it doesn't even matter at that point. 60%? Actually... Ugh, you know what? Doesn't matter. Let's go Dendro damage, sure. Electro? Actually, that one should have Electro. And attack, because I don't... Oh, shit, crit. Right. Yeah, that one is not that valuable. Is the combat particularly exciting, this one? Thanks, I've been speaking it a while. Let's see. Wait, did I sell everything? I feel like almost all the combat events just feel the same unless you have to use like specific teams. So every time they give me the opportunity to use my character, which I know why they want to do that, like they have you spend money on a lot of these characters and they let you collect them and get attached to them, but it's sort of hard to build challenges around them when you can have like completely different artifact sets and characters that other people don't even have. I love the thumbnail. It's AI art. It cracks me up. It's supposed to be let's see if I remember. It's supposed to be Geralt of Rivia playing Gwent with a Genshin character, but the Genshin character looks like a Yu-Gi-Oh character, and it's really realistic for some reason. It's so dumb. It cracks me up. Change character order? Hell no. Okay, let's see. Uh-oh. Excuse me.
Allow me.
Here's Becca! Fire it up! There is no escape!
Billowing surge.
Man, the shit gets loud. How many opponents do I need to defeat?
I got you covered!
Okay, let me try this.
Make yourselves a home.
Shine down! Now you shall
Raiden should eliminate everything in basically one hit. That team feels a little bit weird with Raiden instead of Fischl in there. I'm not amazing. The game doesn't have skill checks, it has stat checks. I've got good enough gear. Also, I've rolled to Constellation 3 with Raiden. Not spending money, by the way, but I don't get to play other characters as a result, so there you go, there's the sacrifice. Let's see.
solidify this.
That is a lot of enemies.
Illusion shattered. Here comes the catch.
That's gonna be a lot of explosions.
Busted.
Boom. That is pretty hilariously satisfying.
There is no escape.
Let's see.
Things are about to get dicey.
Ow. Chill. Stop. Oh, the shield went away. Of course I get interrupted.
I see everything.
Oh, it's just him.
Illusion shattered.
Oh, I feel bad for him.
Quietly now.
Well, that's all that's left. Technically, originally Norway. Ooh.
Everybody
What am I doing? Why do I have 3 Hydro characters against this? What is wrong with me? Why did I think this was a... Oh god, it's gonna blow! Okay, I might as well use this just for defensive purposes. Oh my god, this is so stupid. Thank god Xiangling is OP, but god, I'm an idiot. Oh no. And there's... Wait, actually, I can use this on them on the down at least.
I'm going in. Witness the power of Gurwa. Yeah.
Let's see.
Let's light it up.
I think technically the charged attack should have its own internal cooldown
Teamwork is dreamwork. Huh?
on the elemental reaction. There you go, causes vaporize. Come on, cosmic vaporize, there you go. And dash and smash, there you go. Sorry, what were we saying? Oh, you do, huh? I was expecting to be able to click your name in order to see it. I guess I have to go to the stream afterwards to find it. It doesn't let me click directly. 22,228. I wish that last number was a 2 just for the shits and giggles of it, but yeah, whatever. Is this the highest? I'm assuming this is the highest score. I mean, the highest medal. I have no idea if there's even a cap to the score. I'm assuming I can go all the way up to 30,000 if I get 20,000. Let's see. Do I need to do all of them in order to be able to obtain the outfit? Ah, I need to do all the challenges, okay. Score a total of 10,000 for all challenges, and I'm already double after the first one. This game's balance concerns me sometimes. This is what I mean, like, they can't seem to actually build a challenge, because if you just don't have the characters or the setup, there's not really anything you can do. Like, you can't outplay the game because the game is just one massive stat check. It's kind of annoying. I feel bad for people when they're first starting out and trying to do the Spiral Abyss, and they just don't have any really good characters. It just seems like it'll be frustrating. It's been a while since I started out though, so maybe it's better than I give it credit for. It's only combat events. I wonder what else I should do.
Hey,
Wanna join me for
a nice meal sometime?
Oh, welcome back. Maybe I should... I have started this story quest. I should probably continue that one. You want me to do that one, or do you want me to
Of course.
continue the combat event? Like, I could just do either one later. This one, though, anything interesting. Every 9 seconds, a dilapidated field will spawn a random position. It will deal damage to all opponents within the field after 6 seconds and increase their defenses by 60%. Okay. Which means a lot of elemental reactions don't benefit from this because they already go through all defenses. They're unaffected by it. So if you do direct damage, that's what you should prefer doing. Okay, I'll just finish this one at least since I'm already thinking about it. And this time maybe actually consider the enemies that I'm facing. This one... Okay. This is a weird effect. It only... Okay, well... Does that mean I need to bring them into the field? I should technically have like a animo character that gathers them up. I'm not sure. I mean, Animo would make sense in this context. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I think this is a sneaky way of telling you to bring an Animo character. And if I need to bring an Animo character, I should definitely bring my Kazuha, who I hope is correctly equipped. Because it's really gonna suck if he isn't. And, well, then again, my Raiden Shogun is probably most OP character at the moment. God damn it, just... Should I overthink this? Nah. Oh yeah, because Fischl has some weird interactions when you deal electro damage. So she should be brought along. Let's see. I've got Kazuha, Raiden. What makes sense? If I'm gonna bring Bennett, then I should probably bring... Where is this dude? Stinkjaw, there you go. And put him there. Final one. Oh, wait. Wait. Let's not forget, there's going to be rock fawn enemies, so I should bring him. And if I'm bringing him, I should bring her. I think that's Gucci. And since I'm in the last one here, I might as well just do this shit simple enough. There we go. What are you broing about? I was expecting you to elaborate. Is it my cast? I don't know why I bother upgrading some of them. I basically don't even use them. Wait, just 60%? Wow, that is not that good. But again, like, they keep hinting towards that you should probably bring an Animo character. Frozen? I don't have a single freezing setup here. Elemental Burst? I think that actually makes the most sense down here, since Zhang Ling's ult is pretty excessive. Animo damage could be put anywhere. Pyro damage. This one has the most pyro. Attack. Actually, that one. And this one with Animo and crit. Yes, there we go. Gucci. Oh, it's the same for all the events. Okay. Let's see. Again, I don't know why I overthink this. I got to 22,000 and I played like an idiot last game. Oh, I just realized I don't have a healer. Whoops.
Make yourselves at home.
Let's see if I don't outplay myself. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, this might be a problem. Let's go.
As one with wind and cloud.
Screw it, let's go. Shit. Okay. While I still have the chance, activate. Go official. Gather them into the area. It's still active. Nice. Resummon over here. I can't see anything. Help! Okay. Oh, goddammit, let's get a reaction. Come on, get in here. Really? Oh, come on. The thing I'm complaining about is probably the most first world problem I can imagine, but still, it's annoying. There we go. Ooh, this one.
Illusion shattered. Into the wind. Fallen leaves. Adorn my...
Can they apply the corrosive effect? I hate that so goddamn much. Chill. Yeah, they do apply it. Shit.
There is no escape.
Still manageable.
Wind strike.
Here comes the catch.
Anything here?
Take it easy.
I will have order.
Ah, I missed him.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night. Illusion
Okay, whatever. I've loaded this up long enough. Jesus Christ, that damage. That is a little over the top.
I'm going in.
Come on, group up. There we go.
Clouds high. The birds.
Rain cutter.
Come on, get into the field.
Wind.
I'm just out of range for that. Well, the field is in them now, so makes it a whole lot easier.
Let's light it up.
The wind knows me.
Off we go, everybody. Stand. Let me weave you a verse.
As one with wind and cloud.
I'm the frying pan. Eat this!
Yo, game, bring the challenge. That's just so much running after the enemies. I got a feeling I should have brought Venti because of Kazuya's pull range is just too damn short. That was gold. That was the highest, that wasn't it? I guess I need to double check. Welcome back! You missed all the action. I became the Genshin master. You should have seen it. It was my crowning achievement. The crowd was going wild. Ah. God, look at Discord discrepancy. God damn. Ah, well. I want to go back to the story event. Ah. 17k views. Hey, congratulations. I mean, it's kind of hard for me to compete. I don't really know how to basically make videos for Genshin. Like, all the things that I see that are popular are always like, they're not really playing the game, you know what I mean? They don't really do the events. It's always like collaborations or like goofy challenges that they set up for themselves, or it's just like rolling like crazy. But it's been a while since I've seen it. Or they preview characters and talk about builds. Do you have like a specialty or a niche? Oh yeah, where the hell was the story? I'm just opening the map with no plan. What is wrong with me? Here we go. I feel like it kind of would be fun to get properly into a streaming scene. Like, actually being part of the community. It seems like, honestly, I just want to have more people I can play more games with. I like to use this as an excuse to try out new games, and some of my personal friends aren't interested in certain games and I never get to try them, and that's sort of disappointing. Anyway, here we go, cutscene, prepare yourselves. We're looking for a Matra.
Excuse us, but is Sino at the Academia?
Good question. Last time I saw him was playing a card game. Very responsible.
You two look familiar. Are you friends of Mahamatra Sino? I'm afraid he's out on a mission right now.
He's always out on missions. Just can you give him a cell phone or
But
something?
If you'd like,
Make this a
I can
little
pass
more
whatever message you
convenient.
might have onto him.
No, are you the cell phone?
We ran into this guy by the gates, and he seems really eager to speak with Amatra. It sounds like something urgent.
Hmm.
If you don't mind, why don't you tell me about it first?
Oh yeah, this poor guy. His brain is like melted.
Siraj.
Siraj. That name sounds familiar. Isn't he a Vahumana researcher?
First time I've heard it.
Vahumana researcher?
I'm pretty sure that's pronounced Vehumane.
Yes, one of their most renowned, in fact. I hear he's as daring as he is intelligent.
I don't know why you'd bother, but absolutely. Like, if you think you can, I was about to say, if you think you can improve the stream, but that wouldn't take much. If you think it's worth the effort, I think is more what I'm trying to say.
There are rumors he'll become Vahumana's next sage. But please continue, good sir. What about Siraj?
I want to report him for conducting a dangerous experiment.
Ah, yes, the typical insane anime scientist. He's probably wearing a lab coat, got some really reflective glasses, and you can't see his eyes.
He kidnapped me, tied me up, and took me to that horrible cave.
Wait,
Experimental
what?
equipment everywhere.
Oh, wait, I think I've been there. Don't ask.
I ran as fast as I could, a little slower, and he would have caught me.
Oh,
There's no
no.
rush. Please, take your time. What kind of experiments was he conducting? Where is this cave?
I don't remember.
Huh? You can't remember?
I believe that's called amnesia, Paimon. You're welcome.
All I remember is Siraj walking towards me, and then my head started feeling weird.
Shit, I did. By the way, maybe you can help me out with this. I never really know how to read chat because of the delay. I feel like I don't check it frequently enough either. So like when you write Lamau really true, I don't know what it's responding to. And every time I've had anybody like in the chat, it results in awkward interactions because of like this desync. It's kind of frustrating, and I don't know. That's probably like a low viewer problem, because by the time you have enough, like you just respond to whatever you're looking at, like immediately. Yeah, but part of the problem is that since it's just you and me, it's like it's weirdly intimate. Yeah, if I catch it in time at least. Anyway.
It's like a nightmare that I can't recall. I just know that that place is dangerous and that they must be stopped. Oh, I heard they conduct business in the tavern. We have to hurry.
Wait, they kidnap... Wait, is this like an Andrew Tate situation? This sounds like human trafficking.
Even if what you say is... All right. I'll have some of my colleagues look into Siraj. But before that, I would like to
gonna find out
administer
who
the
it is?
mantra lie detector test.
Wait, shit, have I actually met him before? There's a mantra lie What technology does this universe have? This always confuses me. It's like you get some areas where it's like it's fairly primitive and then magic, and then suddenly, yeah, we have a mantra lie detector. Sure.
You think I'm lying?
No, I think the other guy is lying. I don't think there's such a thing as a mantra lie detector. I think he's shitting with you. Get away from him.
Please don't take it the wrong way. This is just standard protocol.
Yeah, I don't believe that
Sorry,
either.
but can you two wait out here a little while? We'll be back soon.
No, don't follow him. This dude is sus as... Oh my god. Am I ever gonna see him again? Somewhat longer than expected. Yeah, I bet I did.
Huh? Al-Haytham?
Also, why Al-Haytham? Isn't the naming convention for Sumeru supposed to be like vaguely Indian?
Let me bring you up to speed. First things first, Ilyas passed the lie detector test.
Ah, good for him.
This indicates that what he said is highly credible. As such, we've decided to launch an investigation based on the leads he provided.
Al-Haytham is pretty sus. Like, sure, I'll just overtake the academia. I don't want the title anyway. You have it. Oh, wait, I'm in charge. Oh, okay, I guess I'll take it. I don't know what he's planning. He is hella sus.
Per protocol, this matter was reported to Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham.
Yeah.
After hearing about it, he left a message for Mahamatra Sino and then asked to join the investigation.
Also, why is this whole place like Treehouse Hogwarts? By the way, are you gonna play Hogwarts Legacy? I've been thinking about it. But how do I put this? The school itself has such a center role in both the story and the setting, and it seems like there's still a bit of a schism between the school itself and the world outside, and it just feels like Hogwarts, the school, is like where most of it takes place, and it's used as a quest hub where you talk to everyone, and then you go outside, and there's a whole world outside. It's a little weird to me. Is Alhaitham... That can't be how you pronounce it, though, is it? Huh.
Huh. It's kind of weird for you to be working with the Matra. Is there a special reason?
Yeah, you
You're
sussy bugger.
overthinking things. My interest was piqued is all.
Okay, but are the people in the game pronouncing it correctly? I assume they do, because they actually tend to be pretty good with that. Like the cheesing and all the Liyue shit seems to be pretty on point. It's just Alhaitham sounds so Western to me. The phonetics just don't line up for me. But then again, I probably don't have enough experience with Indian names and words and phonetics.
Really? I'm surprised you have this much free time.
Hmm.
In that case, let's join in as well, shall we, Traveler?
Yeah, why does the acting Grandmaster have so much free time? Again, is there an explanation to this? Everything's kind of sus. Nothing makes sense, and I'm just supposed to accept it. Yeah, let's go,
It's already
Paimon.
against protocol for Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham to participate in this investigation. As for you two...
Is protocol gonna stop him,
never
though?
mind. After all, you were
Has
the
it
ones who
ever?
brought Ilyas here. I'll allow you to accompany us, but you have to promise to keep everything confidential.
I promise nothing. But hey, you can always test the Matra lie detector, whatever the fuck it is.
Don't you worry, our lips are sealed.
They aren't. Don't speak on my
Alright,
behalf.
In that case, I'll fill you in on what we know so far.
Why are you moving on? I'm telling you...
Ilyas claimed that Siraj will be conducting some business with a Kasharawar researcher at the tavern. This is one of his few clear memories. It seems he stumbled upon this information while escaping.
Can we trust him? Wait, what is wrong with me? I literally don't trust a single person here. Like, not even my avatar, like, Paimon here. Not even my goddamn avatar.
Incidentally, Siraj isn't at the
I've slipped off
academia
cliffs
right now.
randomly, okay?
He
I don't
applied
trust
for
him after that.
long-term off-site research 1 month ago.
But, like, Paimon is seriously sus, though. I found her in a pond, and there's no explanation to her existence. And she has, like, these weird story elements pop up. I don't know what the hell the story is gonna do with her, or if she's ever actually gonna become relevant. You applied for long-term off-site research 1 month ago. Okay.
It's close to the time that Ilyas had given, so we've decided to head to the tavern and investigate any suspicious persons.
We're in a room full of suspicious persons. We don't have to go to the
That's right.
tavern.
Arav, prepare to head out. You two, do as you will.
Can I take a nap? I'm sick and I'm tired.
Oh, come on! We already said that we're coming!
Yeah, wait, Alhaitham, are you already breaching protocol? Isn't this what I just said? Yeah, he doesn't give a shit. He absolutely doesn't. Wait. I thought we were going to the cafe. This is the... Oh, no, it is the tavern. Okay. Cafe, tavern, you know, what's the difference? Okay, are you familiar with the what is like the Genshin original manga? Like, I don't even know. What is this game based on? Jesus Christ, I don't even know. Like, do they actually have a pre-built story to base this game on? I have no idea if they're on rails, off rails, or they aren't rails to begin with.
We're here, Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham. What's our next course of action?
Ooh, our next course of action. Wait, why am I pretending like I'm Alhaitham?
Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham.
What is this? Is the full title necessary? My guy!
Looks like you haven't read any memos lately.
This is almost as bad as the Genius Invocation TCG. Just shorten it. Stop saying the full thing at every opportunity. I get it. You have a brand. You have a trademark. You're trying to stick to it, but please, you can't say that word 3 times in a single sentence.
The new Academia decree clearly states that even a sage doesn't have the authority to interfere with the Matra's actions during an ongoing investigation. If your superior were here, he wouldn't be asking me what to do. Instead, he'd be telling me to stay out of the way.
Well, yeah, breach of protocol.
Understood. Then please wait here as we lock down the perimeter and search for suspicious persons. Ilyas, please stay here. Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham, I'll have to trouble you with the protection of our primary witness.
How come every character in this goddamn game is competent? Like, Alhaitham, you're supposed to be like some random student nerd, and you're involved in like every dangerous situation.
Sure, though I'd rather he just protect himself.
Yeah, wouldn't that be nice?
You're the same as ever, casually ignoring people just like you did back at Aru Village.
I'm sorry, say something, Paimon?
Answering a simplistic question only enables the questioner. Besides, I need him to understand my position clearly.
What do you mean?
Arav has just as many doubts about my coming along as you do. But unlike
do you
two,
even know why you're
he's
here?
making this matter more complicated than it is, with his considerations like the acting Grand Sage is trying to seize the Matra's powers. That question was obviously bait. The Matra were once under the influence of the sages, and so were often subject to these bureaucratic traps. The test was strictly unnecessary, though. I hope that our exchange will assure him that I won't interfere with their work this time.
Why is this so complicated?
Why indeed?
This is why I was against becoming the acting Grand Sage from the very first. Titles and rank inevitably make a lot of things more troublesome than usual.
Like in Indian, you mean? I mean, like, it's like an officer in the game as far as I understand. Huh. Oh, wait. I think I've encountered the word before, like, in, Wait, you're telling me that it's called, that it actually means spell? That's a little bit weird. I remember in Final Fantasy VII, you could acquire an ability called Matra Magic, so that basically just means magic. Hey, thanks, buddy.
Excuse me, Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham. I've had a question on my mind, and I need to know the answer no matter what. Have we met before?
Oh, this poor dude and his amnesia.
No. I have no recollection of ever meeting you.
Haha! I thought so too. I probably wouldn't have had anything to do with someone of your caliber.
Stop flirting with him, please. I'm still here.
Then why did you ask?
Well, for some reason I felt a sense of familiarity when I met you for the first time.
Really? A misperception, perhaps. Or...
Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham, we've apprehended a suspect.
I hope it's the correct one.
Siraj?
Wait, Siraj?
No, it's the Kasharawar researcher who has dealings with him.
Oh.
His name is Narendra.
That name means nothing to me.
Acting Sage Alhaitham. Wait, can someone please explain what's going on? I admit that I did steal some mechanical components from the lab and sell them.
What is wrong with this
Does
place?
something like that really warrant the personal interest of the acting Grand Sage?
First of all, yes, but that is not why we're here.
What have I gotten myself into? I know I let greed get the best of me, but please, I promise that this won't ever happen again.
Okay, Alhaitham, you know what to do. Cut his head off.
Ask him a few questions.
Or that, I guess.
Of course.
ISD. Matra lie detection. Come on.
Siraj?
Yeah, that's the name of my buyer. He asked to make the transaction at the tavern, but he never showed up.
Are you familiar with that name? Does that translate to something? Like, I've got to ask. Are you Indian, or do you just know this? Know about this shit by accident? Well, by accident. By coincidence. He asked to make the transaction at the tavern, but he never showed up.
What were the details of this transaction?
He's
cool.
doing some kind of experiment that seems to require many power generators and electrical components that can only be found in our project. He contacted me in private and said that he'd pay a large sum of Mora if I was willing to put some aside for him, under the pretense of them being defective parts.
On the
We had
pretense.
originally agreed to meet at the tavern earlier today to do the trade. I sure didn't expect to get stood up, or run into you all.
Perhaps Siraj was aware that Ilyas might leak information, so he intentionally didn't show up. Whatever the case, it seems that this lead ends here. The good news is, regardless of what Siraj was planning, his progress will now be severely hindered by a lack of power generators and electrical components. We still have time to conduct our investigation.
I'm not. How much does he need those, though? He's operating from a cave. That seems like a pretty primitive environment. Then again, I was in a cave filled with machinery. I don't know why that's a thing in Sumeru.
Do you have any more questions for the suspect?
How about why?
No, he's all yours. But I'd like to borrow Ilyas for a while.
Why Ilyas?
That's fine. We conducted a comprehensive lie detection exam, which showed that he has a genuine case of amnesia. We're not planning to pursue any further breakthroughs on that front.
What? Can it prove amnesia? I feel like you're extrapolating a bit, but okay.
Curious. What do you need him for exactly?
I want him to fulfill my sexual desires.
I've read some papers regarding amnesia, and I'd like to try restoring his memories.
Okay, you can just do that, huh?
I see. We'll be returning
What
to
are
the
the
academia
odds?
then. I'll leave Ilyas in your care.
Follow me.
Do I have to? Oh, it's right over there. Oh, thank God it wasn't any further. Why over here, though?
Siraj didn't show up at the tavern, and Narendra didn't give us any leads.
Is this really any more
That means
private
we're
than
stuck.
the 5 steps in the other direction?
Oh, hey,
Okay.
Are you serious about seeing things through? Paimon's pretty surprised that
No,
you're
it's completely
this interested
sarcastic.
in the case.
I
Yeah.
thought you would have guessed the reason by now.
Stop being smart. Just answer the question. I get it. You're very smart. Reddit would love you. Just
Paimon has no clue. Hey, do you know?
do you know Siraj?
Yes. We were classmates.
This is turning into some goddamn Harry Potter shit. Okay.
So that's why you asked to come along when Arav briefed you on the situation. So you're not here because you're interested in the case itself, but because you know the suspect?
Paimon, why do you always do this? You're just repeating what literally was said. Why are you here? Why does my character never get to talk? They've literally hired a voice actor. Does she even earn any money? She never talks.
You couldn't be further from the truth, but I wasn't expecting much from you to begin with.
Shut up, I swear to God,
For the
I like
time
them.
being, all you need to know is that we were once classmates.
Once?
I became the scribe afterwards while he continued his academic endeavors.
What the hell was a scribe again? You just take notes? What a
He
career.
submitted a thesis 1 year ago, and the Grand Sage at the time asked for my opinion. I did not approve of it because it committed one of the 6 cardinal sins by touching upon human evolution.
Deus Ex?
From violating matters regarding human evolution to attempting the forbidden and fearing none, the 6 cardinal sins are the origin of all evil in this world. They are also what the sages use as a reference when formulating or amending the rules of the academia.
Okay, is this based on anything Indian? Like, I'm never sure how much they're just making up and how much is actually based on something.
My opinion was that Siraj's research was both overly naive
And I should learn to
in
Google,
violation of
because you
various
shouldn't
core
have to
principles.
answer any
The
of
Grand
this,
Sage
let's
took
be
some of my
honest.
suggestions on board and ultimately decided to reject the application.
Yeah, screw him.
So that's why he's buying energy sources and electrical components.
He's most likely trying to circumvent the rules and conduct his experiment in secret.
That sounds super suspicious. Oh, we gotta stop him.
I gotta be honest, it's great having you here because all my experience with Indian culture is like Bollywood movies. I watched Rise, Roar, Revolt once. It was great. India seems like a great place.
Ilias, can you try to remember things again? Maybe something new will pop up.
I'm sorry, but I've already tried many times. And no matter how hard I try, it feels like everything in my mind is shrouded in a thick mist.
Rise, Roar, Revolt, or RRR. It's sometimes just abbreviated to that. But, have you not seen, like, montages from, like, cheesy Bollywood movies? Some of that shit is, like, amazing. Your horses is just built differently. I've seen a Mad slide under a truck with a horse. I love this shit. It's so good. But I don't know if there are more movies other than these really big ones. But like this, I don't even know how to describe it. Like this insanely masculine energy from some of these movies where like everything is just over the top and just like hardcore manly is just like some of the greatest shit I've seen, and I need to find more movies like that, and it seems like Bollywood are the ones providing it. And have you seen Baki? That shit is like, oh, chef's kiss. I haven't gotten through this line. I've been sitting here for like the 2 whole minutes. Sorry, excuse me.
It is possible for a person to subconsciously forget some of their memories as a defense mechanism against extreme stress.
I've heard that. I don't know how confirmed that shit is.
However, these memories aren't truly lost, but merely sealed away. They can be restored with the appropriate stimulus. Now, try to recall things you care about.
I'm not sure about that theory either,
man.
man.
Related to this case.
Well, actually, I feel like I've forgotten more than just the memories of the time I was kidnapped and experimented on. The kind of person I am, the things I've done, I can remember some things, but I can't recall some others no matter how hard I try. But I do vaguely remember that there are 2 things that I have to do no matter what.
Do tell.
The first is to get my paycheck from the academia and give it to my younger sister in Gandharvaville.
Get my mind on my money and my money on my mind. I remember 2 things. I need my paycheck. I wasn't expecting that. Ooh,
I'm
okay.
not sure about the details, But it seems that I would send money to my younger sister every month to pay for family expenses.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, sure.
Second thing? What's the second thing?
I can't remember.
You said remember two things.
Sorry,
That's one.
There's just so much I can't recall.
My guy, you've forgotten how to count.
Not unexpected.
Really?
However, you're the only one who has seen Siraj and knows the exact location of his cave at present. As such, we'll do everything we can to help you regain your memories.
Losing your memories must be really painful. But don't you worry, we'll help you get them all back.
I've heard people say this shit so many times, and it makes me wonder what they actually mean. Like, losing your memories must be really painful. Like, physically? Like, what do they actually describe? It's just like, hey, I can't remember something, and the lack of it is supposed to be painful? It's sort of like when you say a word often enough, it just becomes noise. That's what it feels like, seeing that phrase over and over.
Oh, thank you so much. This feeling, it's more than just pain. I don't know how to describe it.
Oh, forgotten that word, huh?
I have so
Forgotten
few
descriptions.
memories that I don't even have a clear idea of who I am. And my head's always ringing. It feels like I could faint at any moment.
I don't know, this dude is kind of
It also feels like I've been set free somehow.
Okay.
Nevertheless, I have you all to thank for bringing me what clarity I do have right now. Now, I do remember that I worked part-time at a place in the academia called the Research Preparation Center. That's also where I got my monthly paycheck.
Oh my god. This dude's a victim to capitalism. He can remember two things. I need money, and I know where to get it.
I see. In
Oh,
that
this
case,
dude.
let's go and find whoever's in charge there.
Christ. Okay, well, where am I in life? Not where I want to be. Can I just teleport? Okay. Don't send me anywhere inconvenient, please. Can you actually put me inside the building? Man, so now I have to run all the way down and around. Okay, fine. Follow the treasure trail. Where am I? Wait, okay, there we go. I take 5 steps in one direction and I get lost. Story of my life. I got a feeling this was the longer way around. If I just teleported to the other point, I could probably just run in a straight line and I'd be there. God damn it. Would you like to show up again? Thank you. I rarely use this thing. Oh, stop playing this music. It's like a lullaby. I'm tired enough. Elemental reactions. When dendro cores created by Dendro and Hydra reacting with another encounter electric... I'm sorry, I just like doing that because of how awkward even trying to read those during the loading screens are. I actually kind of like games that make the loading screens interesting, as stupid as a fetish as that is to have. Sometimes they actually have useful information there, and then they let you actually press a button in order to like continue instead of just automatically loading to the next part. Because they know they have shit worth saying. This game knows it doesn't.
Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham. I've sent this period's research expenses report to your office. Have you taken a look? Are there any issues with it?
I did.
Wait, why are you talking about research
expenses have decreased quite a bit compared to past figures.
Yes, though
you mean
that's
there's more
primarily because
sussiness?
there are fewer scholars with research needs. But that can be a rather convoluted topic. Might I ask why you are here today?
Just to admire your mustache, baby. But why do they have like these... What do they call them again? I was about to call them Roman sprigs. Surely that's not Indian, right?
I believe you know this individual. His name is Ilyas. He worked part-time here, and he's here for his paycheck.
Oh, yes, of course.
Oh, yes, the paycheck.
Ilyas, where have you been these past few days?
Because they seem to have some cultural overlap in some areas. Even though that's not, how to put this, directly relevant yet. I believe Fontaine isn't like just French. It also has like Italian aspects to it. Oh yeah, like, wait, this shit confuses the shit out of me. You know how Snezhnaya is supposed to be like Russian, right? And they have the tsaritsa, not to be confused with chorizo. If she's Russian, that place is Russian, everything's supposed to be Russian. Why the hell are all of her subordinates named after Italian shit? Like Scaramucci. Does that sound Russian? Whose idea was this? Am I ever gonna get an explanation? Or Tartaglia? Who? Why? Whose idea was this? When did this meeting happen? Could I have been a part of it? Do I get a say? It's like, welcome to Russia, beepity boopity. Do you want some spaghetti? Hey, I'm walking here. Welcome to Russia. Is there an explanation? Do you have an do you genuinely know? I don't know if I'm ever going to have an explanation. And then there's the what is it? The senorita? No, I'm just fucking up. That's Spanish. That's not even Italian. What the fuck is her name? I don't think I can take it up with the developers if it's the source material that decided this shit. But I die a little inside every time I think about it. Yeah, Signora, there you go. That's the one. Still, like... What? Why? Not to mention, like, Scaramucci is hired by the Russians, and he's from this world's version of Japan. There's no cultural overlap. I don't understand what is happening. Yeah, just pronounce it in an Italian way, and you're halfway there. Oh, anyway, I'm never gonna make it through this quest at this point. Where have you been the last couple of days, Ilias? Explain yourself.
Busy period, but then you disappeared without a word. Everyone had to pick up the slack.
To be fair, he was trapped in a cave.
I'm sorry, something unexpected came up.
No, what do you do? Don't even take part of the blame. Why would you got kidnapped, my guy?
I've caused trouble for everyone. Is there anything I can do to make up for it?
Excuse me? You need to take a day off. Did you forget the cave too?
The other researchers have more or less finished your share of the work. However, there is one thing that is yet to be settled.
Go on.
Do you remember Chandra? You were in charge of following up on his off-site research application. He retracted his application a few days ago and canceled his off-site project. He's the 12th person to retract a research application this month. I'd like you to ask him why he did that. Chandra is probably having coffee at this hour, so you can find him at the cafe.
I'm sorry. Why are we doing this? This doesn't feel not only not relevant, but entirely unimportant. But I guess we get coffee out of it, so it's fine.
Then, about my paycheck.
Oh, this filthy capitalist.
I'll pay you in full once you return. However, make sure you don't disappear without saying anything again. Be considerate to your colleagues and give them some forewarning at least.
Let people know when Andrew Tate comes a knocking.
Is this acceptable, acting Grand Sage Alhaitham?
Wait, is that what he wanted
I have no
on this?
objections.
Okay. Okay, so this is supposed to... This is supposed to be India. Do you have elves in India? How do you explain Nahida? Is this what Indians look like? I'm a little confused. What? And like the concept of the world tree, that's from Norse mythology. Wait, actually, I think other mythologies has aspects of that too. Does India have anything like that? Oh yeah, Al Haytham's biceps. Too bad I don't have him. I like how
Please show me your credentials.
he's supposed to be a
before
scribe, and he's wearing like a tank top and a cape. Is that the official professional attire of a professor here at Treehouse Hogwarts? At least the dude goes to the gym. It's like I know this is a almost common complaint with anime, but I wish there were more body types. Like, how come I can't play like somebody who's like a scaled up Middle Earthian dwarf? Like, just take this dude and like scale him to be twice as wide or something, or just let me play a fat old lady. Okay, I just want some variety. Like, you could probably sell plushies of the fat old lady, which is I know is what all Genshin Impact MiHoYo cares about. I swear to God, that is the only reason Paimon exists, to sell plushies.
Alias?
Speak of the devil.
Long time no see. What can I do for you?
Do you have some memories?
I heard that you canceled your research project, so I'm just here to ask you why.
Oh, that, it's really nothing special. I just don't feel like going anymore.
But, like, to school? Or do you mean go on, as in living?
I'm not the only one who canceled, right? I mean, people have had no motivation to conduct research lately, haven't they?
Wait, what?
No motivation to conduct research?
What? At least make an excuse, like you're protesting the school or something. You can't just say, I just don't care about learning anymore, so I just sit here at the cafe all day. What is this?
Yeah. Say, who might you be? You look sort of familiar.
Oh, you recognize the dude with the cape and the tank top? What do you mean? He blends right in.
No, don't mind me. Please, continue.
Well, with the downfall of the sages not long
Oh
ago,
yeah, and the
many of
headset
the
with
projects
leaves
that
on
they
it.
led were put on hold while they were being investigated.
With the downfall of the sages?
With the situation being so volatile, people are picking up random things to do to kill time. No one wants to risk starting any new research until it's clear how things will pan out in the future.
What? What? Are you afraid of another insurrection? Like, you realize they were making, like, a giant war mech underneath the university. I think the invasion was justified. Like, hot take, but trying to conquer the world by creating a god, like... Yeah, I can kind of see why they did that.
When you say how things will pan out, you actually mean what the new sages would have interest in, right?
Wow, talk about blunt. But that isn't the only reason for the lack of motivation to start new research.
So what are the other reasons?
Well, because the Akasha terminal shut down.
The hell?
I'm sure you're all aware that we require all kinds of knowledge to perform any of the research we do.
Are you giving up because you can't Google the answer?
Back then, the Akasha would respond to any of our requests for the knowledge we needed.
Do you have a photocopier? You got that goddamn Matra lie detector.
It was beyond convenient. We didn't have to spend an extended amount of time studying, so we were able to immediately run various tests and experiments.
Fine, return to monkey.
I see.
You get it, right? After having had a taste of something so amazing, who can be bothered to manually sift through data and files ever again?
I'm worried this is actually relevant to future generations. Like, how do I put this? Even though you technically have information at your fingertips, there's like no scrutiny to it. So unless you're given the correct information, you just accept the first bit of information, whether it's wrong or wrong. Wait, did I say wrong or wrong? That sentence was wrong or wrong. Whether it's wrong or right, it seems like a lot of people just accept the first bit of information they ever receive, and then you just have to fight them tooth and nail if it's wrong, because nobody's ever willing to admit that, you know, maybe it was right, or am I really fucking with this one too? Or maybe I'm wrong.
There are only a handful of people at the academia.
Most people don't want to do research
or performing research. Most people are like me, waiting for a recognized researcher to start a project before immediately applying to join. Although our names will be further down in the paper, we'll have a much easier time. We don't have to do most of the mental heavy lifting. All we have to do is focus on our assigned tasks.
And that sounds good to you? That's what you prefer. No, me no think, me do. Oh no! He's suffering from chromatic aberration. Oh no, not Paimon too.
What's wrong?
Oh, never mind. It's still Ilias.
My head, it hurts.
Well, don't go take it out on the fruit. Just... Quick, traveler, save the fruit. And I don't mean me.
I remember now. I remember what Siraj said to me as he approached.
He said, I'm going to take you to a cave and do scary things and make you lose all your memories.
You will become Siraj number 36.
Wait.
Fuse yourself with a consciousness under my control. Think only in accordance with a set module, like a worker bee in a beehive.
That doesn't sound too different to what the student was talking about. Just do things uncritically, don't think.
Paimon doesn't get it. What does that even mean?
Yeah, what does it mean?
What Siraj was researching and the topic of the thesis he had submitted. Collective consciousness and the path of evolution.
Collective consciousness and the path of evolution.
Siraj believed that by achieving 3 objectives, he could create a collective consciousness in human society and drive humans toward their ultimate evolution.
Isn't the ultimate evolution just a corpse? I'm evolving in that direction pretty quick.
First, he would rank test subjects in descending order of ability, with number 1 serving as the overmind.
Ooh, that's me. I'm smart. Be big brain.
This overmind would then divide tasks into numerous modules and delegate them to the collective's members based on their assigned number. Lastly, members would share their memories and emotions to facilitate the rapid exchange of information within the collective.
I see.
Paimon still doesn't get it. What's the point of all that?
Yes, go on.
Think of it as linking many minds together and tailoring a given mind's assigned work based on its compatibility. Eventually, everyone's minds will be consolidated into a new form of existence that is both an individual and an organization.
Well, that's vague and contradictory.
Siraj believes this collective consciousness is superior to individual humans.
With how many NPCs there are in real life, this doesn't feel too different.
Whoa. Squishing a whole bunch of people together? Paimon thinks that sounds horrible.
It's just as Al-Haytham said. Siraj gave all the test subjects different numbers. Bigger numbers meant you had a lower rank, so your assigned tasks were less complex, such as being responsible for everyone's basic needs.
Oh, you were wiping asses.
Smaller numbers were ranked higher, so you'd be given more complex assignments like planning for the future. Siraj referred to me as number 36, and I think that was a low-ranking number.
What does number 69 do?
I also recall that Siraj said his plan was proceeding very quickly, and that the hive would soon be complete.
What is he planning on doing with this hive? If it's... Like, I'm trying to wrap my head around this. If this is purely for research purposes, that means he has to come back to the university to hand in his paper, where he then has to admit to all his war crimes. If he's not doing that, he just has a bunch of people in a cave taking his orders, but only able to do basic things? Is this even sustainable? Wouldn't that be a drain on resources? Do you have farmers? What is this society?
Then we gotta hurry! We have to stop him before it's complete!
Yeah, but what is he trying to achieve, though?
I tried my best, but that's all I can remember. I still can't recall where the cave is. I'm really sorry.
Well, let's take a walk around
Take
Sumeria.
your time. You'll eventually remember it all. However, something doesn't seem right. Some details don't add up.
Go on.
What's off?
You were only designated as number 36? What a shame. From what I can see, your talents merit a smaller number.
Based on what? You don't wait. Do you know who's there? Al-Haytham. You're still very sus.
I'm not sure what Siraj's numbering system is based on. Anyway, we're done here. Let's go.
If you don't know what it's based on, then how would you say his number should be low? What are you?
Please,
why?
Wait.
Are they just flirting with each other? I don't understand.
I heard you all talking about Siraj just now. Are you looking for him?
Do you know where he is?
Do you know something?
Well, Siraj is pretty popular as of late. I heard he's gained recognition from a lot of well-known researchers. Supposedly, he's a strong contender for being one of the next sages.
Wait, is he just walking around as if nothing's happening?
There are many who would give up everything to be a part of his research team. I'm nothing special, though, so I doubt I'd get the opportunity. That said, I do know a researcher who received an invitation from Siraj but declined it. Her name is Janaki. If you're interested, you can try to find her. She's usually reading at the pavilion in the garden.
They throw so many characters at you instead of giving you somebody to care about. It's like a shotgun blast of people. It's like, well, hopefully one of these stick. Okay, was it Anakin? Yeah, there we go, Anakin. Miss Skywalker.
We'd like to ask you a couple of things about Siraj.
Go ahead, Paimon. You take the lead since you're already speaking on my behalf. Lady, chill.
Ilyas?
Do you know me? I'm sorry, but I don't recognize you.
Are you playing dumb with me?
No, he's... Well, I was about to say he's usually like this, but I think he usually has his memory, actually.
No, I'm not. I actually have amnesia, so I've lost a lot of my memories.
And? Are you trying to say that I should forgive you just because you've forgotten what you've done?
How about you point on what he's done first?
The acting grand sage as backup to settle things with me. The two biggest loners teaming up. What a terrible thought.
Lady, chill.
That's enough. There seems to be a dispute between the two
Yeah,
of
you tell him,
but I have
Latham.
no interest in that.
No,
I
none.
heard that Siraj once invited you to join his project. Is that true?
So, what if it is?
I don't know.
Siraj did extend an invitation to me, and I was also interested in his project.
So I joined him, and I am now involved in all his war crimes. What of it?
I think it was about collective consciousness or something. Anyway, he said that I could be number 45. I refused because I thought that rank was too low.
Too low? Too...
No one wants to be placed at the bottom. Certainly not me.
Ilyas is number 36, and Janaki was supposed to be number 45. Ugh. Just how many people did Siraj have his eyes on?
Who knows?
Tell me, did Siraj tell you how he assigned numbers?
To be fair, there are a lot of numbers that are above 45.
Yeah. Remember how the sages took advantage of the Akasha and extracted Yana energy from our heads back then?
That J is on the wrong side for that word to make sense. Isn't it Inanna? That spelling confuses me. Or maybe they should have the squiggle above the end like the Spanish do.
They left a document that records the amount of Yana energy that the Akasha had extracted from each person. I don't know how Siraj got his hands on that document, but he used it as the basis for his numbering system.
I see. He believes that this data can be used to evaluate a person's computing power.
Is it true?
Putting aside the validity of the data, it is meaningless to judge individuals based solely on their Jnana energy.
So why are they?
At most, Jnana energy can only be seen as representing a portion of a person's abilities. Humans are complicated beings, so it is impossible to evaluate them using a single criterion.
I should hold back my opinion on that one.
See? I knew I couldn't have only been ranked as 45.
More like 44 and a half.
What else do you know about Siraj?
Glad to hear my stream put you to sleep. Did you have a good nap? Got your energy back?
That's it. He came to me, I refused, and that was the end of it. Is there anything else you needed? If not, I'm out of here. I've had enough of this eyesore.
What? Dude, poor Ilias.
Please wait. I still want to know what I did in the past.
God, what a life to live. I don't know what I did. People are angry with me.
You really forgot?
I swear, I don't remember anything.
Paimon can vouch for him. The mantra also said that he truly lost his memories.
I see. You know what? It's better this way. I get angry just thinking about it, so I really don't have the patience to fill you in. All you need to know is that you got a lot of people in trouble back then, including me.
Why?
That's all I have to say. Goodbye.
Stop being mysterious. Just say the things. Yeah, she's taking everything very personally. And isn't the first time they've done this? Well, the amnesia thing, maybe, but they like trying to pretend that things are a deep mystery. So that you're just kind of lost, and when they reveal things, it's like, it doesn't really matter. And I feel like that's the direction this is headed. Because I don't think this is literally Hitler.
And she's gone. She doesn't seem to like you very much. Do you really not remember anything?
It was workplace harassment.
I really don't. But after she said that, I've had this heavy feeling in my chest. I guess I did something really horrible.
Well, let's just leave it for another day.
Do you want to remember?
Huh? Good question.
Even though you're a witness against Siraj in this case, you've also lost your memory. No one can force you to remember if you don't want to. Even if you manage to remember, all you would need to do is feign ignorance and tell us that you tried the best you could, but to no avail.
I'm not sure what to do. Like I said before, for some reason I felt a sense of freedom when I realized I had lost my memories.
I'm free from responsibilities now.
But I feel like I shouldn't be allowed to go free so easily. I still want to remember everything. What should I do?
Try really hard.
I can look up your file.
Wait. What do you mean? Is that easy?
Something that caused trouble for a lot of people in the past must be on file somewhere. Would you like me to look into it?
I like how he has to do this because the angry woman couldn't just say why the hell she's angry. Are all women like this?
Yes, please.
All right, then let's return to the House of Dana. We've spent enough time here, and you should go and get your paycheck.
Oh, yeah, can't forget that paycheck. Gotta stack that paper. Need that cash money. I say as I have, like, what is this? Almost 2 billion more in my inventory. Jesus. Wait, did I say billion? Yeah, no, that's not the correct number. And I have to go all the way. Really? Okay, I'm just gonna run straight ahead this time instead. Man, being a woman seems great. You just get to be angry at people, and then you walk away, and then they have to leave deal with all that shit. I've got like nothing to spend more on because I don't want to get all the talent materials, all the experience books, all of that shit. So when you don't have those things, you just have money. And also, you can play the game from 2 years ago. That gives you quite a buffer. As opposed to people who have started recently. Man, I had such big hopes for this game initially. And then I quickly realized this game is not headed in the direction that I wanted it to. It's like the monetary... Oh, yeah. Again, it just takes time. It doesn't take skill. The game is like... has this really weird financial structure to it that I have a hard time understanding. Technically, the way they do things requires a lot of money to handcraft
spent a lot recently. Only
like
10 more
all the story and all the characters. But they have this giant overworld that they could add procedural elements to keep you interested and busy on a regular basis, and they never did that. That seems so obvious to me that I was like, that's gonna happen any day now. 2 years later. Now we'll just keep expanding the story instead and create story missions. They're really interested in selling these characters.
Still.
Oh, okay. I was only
Let's
2
split
steps
up for
away.
now. Ilyas, you go and deal with that. The rest of you, come to the archives with me. We'll meet back here later and then head over to Gandharvaville.
I can't believe there's a place called Gandharvaville. The Ville part, I've never heard in a serious context. I associate it with Powerpuff Girls. Like, all I think about is Townsville. I've never heard Ville be used in an actual real context.
Okay, thank you all so much.
Relax, Ilyas. Being nervous accomplishes nothing.
Sure does. It gets rid of the nervous energy?
That's true. I'm ready. No matter what I've done, I'm ready to face it.
There's something really funny about doing that to people. Like, I'm really sad. Don't be. Okay, I never thought about that. Thank you. Hey, stop being nervous. Okay, yeah, sure. Fucking... Like, how are people so useless when it comes to understanding, like, the frivolity of emotions? It's so funny. Like, sure, you can, like, sort of pull your act together, but this doesn't force it away. But yeah, Powerpuff Girls was dope.
I'll also try my best to remember anything else related to Siraj. We'll put an end to all of this.
Why are you putting your serious pants on? Are you coming with me? Are you up for... Can I roll for you? Are you gonna join my party?
You do that. See you later.
Dude, I wish this game just let you have, like, random NPCs on your team. Like, I don't know, the storekeeper in the random villages. Throw books at them. Wait, what? Wait, what? Excuse me? I'm sorry. Do we need to leave? Okay, if I... Is this the elevator? It is. I have never used this. I just realized. Wait. So there's a basement? That might mean chests. And not the female kind. Well, to be fair, I don't check the gender of my chests, but still. They might as well have played the Snake Eater theme during that elevator ride. Jesus Christ, I can't believe... Did we sit there like For 30 seconds in real time. They sure know how to give me streaming content.
Hey, Alheitho, how you doing? Man, you're so cool. Look at those biceps.
Okay. The important files from the last few years should all be here.
You were on the other side of this table. What was the point of that cutscene? Yeah, okay, they should be here. Okay, fine. There are many vacancies for sages, and the number of suspicious people spreading various news in Sumeria has increased significantly recently. The Core 30 are looking to recruit for surveillance to ensure the city's peace and stability. Doesn't sound like anything. Don't stand. Where are you going? What are you doing? If he vents, I know who the imposter is. Okay. The Ritalis Darshand has also had an abundance of weirdos. Is this an official research paper? Officially referring to people as weirdos? I respect that. Recently, there is a new rumor that a student has the ability to write the heaven-sent thesis. The circumstances are still under investigation. That sounds like a light novel title, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, this is... Wait. I don't even get to read the third one. I mean, it could have been a good meme too.
What's wrong?
Nothing. Anyway, I found Ilyas's file. Let's meet downstairs.
Okay. I found Ilyas's file. That was his?
What have I done?
This file indicates that you were once commended by the Academia for your courage and sense of justice. You were considered a hero.
Oh, he's definitely a Gryffindor.
Huh? Me?
Yeah, I know. I thought of you more of as a Hufflepuff.
Yes. Your instructor was engaging in academic fraud, and you were the one who reported him.
Giga Chad.
Your report was found to be true after a series of investigations, and your instructor was brought to justice by the Matra. This incident caused quite the commotion, and the Academia sent you a commendation.
Good. Seems like the event was pretty traumatic.
What is it? Are any memories coming back to you?
No, it's just... my head feels like it's being ripped apart again. It hurts.
Why, though?
Did I seriously do that? Then why?
Had this been America, he would have gotten shot for being a whistleblower. Oh, to be fair, if you're in America, you just get shot in general.
Let's put this matter aside for now. It isn't directly related to Siraj, so there's no need to push yourself over it.
I'm sorry. That should have been something good to hear, but my body is instinctively rejecting it. I feel like I'll black out if I try to remember.
Jesus Christ. My body's physically rejecting the thought of heroism. I think I might be a coward.
Take it slow. Recovering memories is no easy task, especially when it involves memories that you don't want to remember.
It's all synaptic sequences. How does... It'd be interesting to talk to a neuroscientist on the physical aspects of amnesia, memories, and brain damage.
Just do what you think is right.
Because there is a mechanical component, there we go, to people. That's easy to forget.
Thank you. I'm not sure how you're so calm and composed all the time, but it does make me feel more confident about the situation I'm in.
He's calm and composed all the time because that's how he's written.
Let's head to Gandharvaville and deliver Ilyas's paycheck to his sister. Come on!
Let's go!
Maybe I'll borrow something.
Gandharvaville it is, baby. The building blocks of this world are the source of many miraculous things. It feels like a lot of cultures have their own ideas of elements. Like, I think the Chinese and Japanese use the system where wood and metal are elements. But then you also got the Western Greek one with it's just fire, earth, air, and water.
We should be close. Let me think. It should be this way.
Not to be confused with earth, wind, and fire.
Ilias, what are you doing back here?
Enjoying the sights. He's a tourist now in his own hometown.
Dad, it's nothing. I was just wondering how everyone was doing.
And how are they doing?
You sure everything's okay? Did they bully you again? It's all right. You can tell us.
Hey, son, are you still getting pushed around, you pussy?
Ilias, what's wrong?
I guess he's remembering the bullying, Jesus.
I'm fine, just a minor headache. I haven't been getting much rest lately.
Back then, I told you not to be a hero. Look how things turned out.
What, you mean reporting things?
I can't imagine how things are going for you at the academia. We've even been receiving threat letters.
Wow, the academia is like Twitter.
You don't have to force yourself to stay at the academia. You can always come back home.
I'm all right. I just need a little rest.
Me too.
Ilias doesn't seem like he wants them to know that he has amnesia.
He doesn't want his family to worry.
Hey! That's enough, you two. Ilias isn't feeling well. You can keep nagging him once we get home.
Is she the one to receive the money? This squirrel needs to mind his own goddamn business. This is a family affair. What are you doing, my guy? At least turn around and pretend not to listen.
Ilias, let's find somewhere to talk.
I know that's your sister, but...
So, how's your headache?
Oh my god, what is this lip sync?
It's much better now. Oh, here, it's this month's paycheck. How's everything at home?
Yeah, how is everything at home?
Same old, same old. It's just that everyone's worried about you. Don't mind their nagging. Deep down, they know that you did the right thing.
Yeah, sure seems like
It's
it.
just that after hearing a lot of bad rumors about you and seeing all the threatening letters, well, they're mom and dad. Maybe they just want you to conform a bit more.
Filthy conformists.
Conform.
To the norm.
You don't remember? After the incident,
You...
Ilias? What's wrong?
Ah, I see. I remember now. Don't worry.
Yes.
I remember now.
You're acting a little weird today, you know? Anyway, I understand your decision. But Mom, Dad, and I just want you to be happy.
When did this guy become the goddamn protagonist? I was just pushed to the background. It's all the adventures of Ilias now. Jesus.
I don't care if you're a hero or not. I just want you to enjoy life and relax more.
Okay, well, let him be the hero then.
Your understanding is a great comfort to him.
Were you speaking on his behalf?
Is it? That's good. Are you a friend of his?
No, mortal enemy, in fact.
More so these two. My name is Alhaitham, and this is the Traveler in Paimon.
Oh, that rings a bell. At any rate, I feel more at ease knowing that my brother has friends.
I mean, it would be a little sad if he didn't.
Would you like to join us for dinner? I just happened to buy some extra food.
Ooh.
Sorry, but I still have things I need to take care of.
This they also keep doing in this game. They keep having scenes with food and then making me hungry, and then I just have to give up and go eat. Can I see if your Raiden damage is in this channel? I don't know what you mean. What do you mean in this channel?
Well, that's a shame. Okay, I'll get going then. Take care of yourself, Ilias.
Don't worry. I won't do anything to make you guys worry again.
You remember now?
Yes, I do. Thanks for that. You know, you don't seem like such a bad person.
That's because you don't know him.
Is that your way of conveying gratitude?
Oh, my apologies. But I meant every word. Remember when I asked at the tavern if we had ever met? I said that there was a sense of familiarity, but what I really meant was a sense of loathing.
Wait.
Loathing?
Yeah, but having spent some time with you, I realized
Well, this is
that
getting
you're
spicy.
not someone I disliked to that extent.
Wait, that's what?
Strange, isn't it? Why did I have those thoughts at that time?
Strange, isn't it? Is that a quote from Sonic?
My strength is that I don't care about what others think. If you could also develop this quality, then you won't be as bothered by complicated social relationships.
Man, what a superpower. Apathy is truly one worth commending.
It'd be great if I could think like you. But first things first. I remember where Siraj's cave is now. I'll take you there.
Ooh, I'm not sure I want to enter Siraj's cave. That's not a little much for me. Sure. If that's what you're into.
Paimon remembers that you said there are 2 things that you had to do. We've only checked off 1, right? What about
wait.
the other one? Are we not going to do that first?
There
What
are
other
more
one?
important things at hand. We have to stop Siraj before he completes his collective consciousness, or it'll be too late.
It doesn't sound that important. Let's do the one later.
You're right. Let's head out.
Oh, yeah, sure. Give me a second as soon as I leave the cutscene. Where the hell is Raiden? Talents? Which one of these was he wanted to check? I don't know which numbers you're after. Right, okay, here you go. By the way, do you have any idea how to read this? Because it's confusing as shit. I just know that she's really strong, but I don't know how to calculate what the fuck I'm looking at. Good luck, though. And you've read enough. There you go. Pride and Prejudice. Oh, I finished it. What do you mean, see your damage? You want to see my damage? With a level 13 skill? I can probably set up the team. Give me a second. Do something like this. What's a good testing dummy, though? Well, that's resistant, so that won't be good. Do I have to run all the way to this, dude? Nah. This one should do. I've made it all the way to Constellation 3. Constellation 2 is all you really need, though. Her, level 6... No, Constellation 6 is really weird. Like, it's technically really good, but you can never really use it. And this team doesn't really utilize her properly, by the way, FYI.
Solidify.
But I just want to use what's her name? Nahida's
As you wish.
Inazuma shines eternal.
the Dendro effects. Like, I think Raiden Shogun's weird energy scaling gives her so much extra electro damage and burst damage, and I think that multiplies the damage from the Dendro reaction. which is why I'm using this wonky staff, although I would generally not recommend it. I can't tell if it's worth it. It's just something that I'm trying out. Like, the reaction itself is technically good, but actually going Elemental Mastery doesn't seem to be worth it. Especially not when you have these insane attack multipliers. I don't even know how to check which server I am on. What does it say? Like, there's my UID, if that helps? I don't know. C0 Raiden is still pretty overpowered, though. But it helps if you have Dendro to work with. I'd recommend that. If you have Dendro reactions, you can still go pretty high energy recharge on her. Because the electro damage bonus that you get should function with the elemental reaction, which is unique to that one. Almost all other elemental reactions just ignore things like defense and don't get multiplied. Anyway, let me actually get this shit started. Wait, why am I playing this again? Hey, buddy. Boom. Facial also does quite a bit of damage. Oh yeah! Because Facial has this weird trait here. If you have a secondary electro character to cause electro reactions, you spam the ever-loving bejesus out of this characteristic, which causes even more electro-elemental reactions. So having Facial with another electro is pretty useful. Have Insta account? I don't know what you mean. Like, if I have an Instagram account? No. I try to stay off of most of social media. This YouTube channel is the most social I'm willing to get. I regret almost all human interactions.
This is the place.
It's so well hidden, but there's nothing spooky about it. Let's go
It's actually kind of funny.
take a look.
I tried joining a random, well, not really random, a Discord channel that I've been curious about for a while, and when I got there, it was an absolute mess. Like, people just... How to put this? People don't give other people the benefit of the doubt. Hey, welcome back. How often are you gonna do this to me? This is like the 5th or 6th time you've left and come back again. I mean, yeah, happy to have you here, but... Hi. Are we just going right in? Oh no, there we go. I want to swap back. Hey Disbro, what do you think about people? Are they cool or not? Oh, just these reactions, huh? Oh, that's right. They tried to showcase the characters in the story. What do you mean? This is... What do you mean, can I see your damage? I'm on my account. I don't know what you're asking. Like... Do you want to see these details? Disbro, help me. What is he saying? Why is he asking if I can see his damage? Is this a Genshin thing? I'm confused. Uh-oh. That was kind of shallow. Toma has way more confidence than I do.
Weird. It's bigger on the inside than Paimon imagined. Are you sure it's still a work in progress?
Weren't there supposed to be a bunch of machinery? Okay, that's probably for later on then.
Ilias, do you remember this place? Huh? Ilias! Where'd he go?
Oh, wait, is he trying to link me a video or something? I don't know if my chat blocks it. Like, he asked me if I could see it in this channel. I'm lost. I don't know.
I don't sense him nearby.
Wait, give me a second. I could probably copy the video URL and see if it actually shows up in the chat there. Or maybe I can go to your channels from here? Give me a second. This feels like such a boomer moment. I've got to apologize. It's really annoying that it doesn't seem to easily... Oh, there we go. Now I have the options to go to the channel. Is there anything I should be critiquing, by the way? I gotta be honest. I've stopped paying attention to my own numbers. I don't know what looks good. Everything on screen is always a goddamn disaster. Hey, that was a pretty big hit, though. Yeah, typical Mona shit. How did this work again? Like, does she just double the damage of whatever hits after the ulti? Your link? Wait, what do we... I'm definitely confused. Ugh, I gotta leave this for later. Part of the problem is I don't really set my stream up for audio or browsing my desktop because I want to keep things private, so I don't know how I should stream this. Like, isn't it boring just listening to me like silently watch a video on the other screen? Well, didn't you say that your Raiden was Constellation 0 though? Like her second constellation is like borderline game breaking. It increases her damage by, I think it's actually around double. It is a stupidly balanced constellation. It should... I swear to God, the developers don't know what they're doing with the game. Like, I'm very... how to put this? I basically balance games myself, so I know what looks like a shit show, and Genshin Impact is kind of a shit show when it comes to the balance. And sometimes I can't even tell why. Like I said, the Raiden ultimate burst ability, I don't know how to read that screen. I have no idea how it actually works. I just know I get big numbers. Like, that's all I can tell you.
Did he get separated from us? Should we wait here or turn around and look for him?
And I feel like I should at least get out of this cutscene before we continue this conversation, in case you want me to whip open some menus and talk some more about the characters and shit.
There's no need for that. Let's keep moving.
Alright. We'll continue in and see if he catches up to us.
Also, part of the problem is, I mean, like I said, I've stopped paying attention to the numbers and like the damage on my characters, because they don't really provide proper challenges for you to really have to care about that. Like, until the most recent Spiral Abyss, I just face rolled my way through everything. And all I had to do for this Spiral Abyss was bring Dendro Bloom reactions in order to clear out the wolf mobs, because there's so many of them, and each one of them creates one bloom, which every single one of those is AoE. So the more enemies you have, the more AoE damage you get. So it's just, it scales up exponentially. So that's like the secret to doing that that room. But everything else is just, I just smash buttons, my eyes glaze over, and then I get angry if I somehow mess it up. Okay, sleep tight, Disper. I might be around tomorrow, but I also might play something with my friends potentially, so we'll see. Hope to see you around again, though. Good night. But yeah, like, Mona, I've always kind of wanted to use, but I'm not sure her ultimate is worth it, because doubling the damage of a single attack, that single attack has to carry so much responsibility, basically. And I think it makes sense for you to try and do it with Raiden Shogun, since she has one of the hardest hitting single attacks in the game. But I'm not sure it makes up for everything else that Mona doesn't bring, unfortunately. That's another thing that's annoyed me about this game. I'm pretty sure they've made an active decision about not balancing any of the characters. Or, sorry. Made an active decision about not patching any of the characters. The only character that has ever been patched is Zhongli. Everybody else are the same as they've been when they got released on launch. And I think that's because people grow attached to the characters. And making any sort of balance changes mess up how people feel about them, even though it's not good for the health of the game to leave them in some of the states that they are. So you can improve so many of these characters just by doing tiny tweaks, and it never happens. It's really annoying.
I feel like there's something I forgot to do. I tidied the courtyard.
But this is what I mean, like, Thrilling Tales does give a really good buff, but is it worth an entire character to do all the buffing? Like, I never really have like a dedicated buffer on my team. Every single one of my characters is able to do damage in some form or another. Even my Kokomi here hits for like 7,000 per hit. Some of it is AoE and some of it isn't, but her damage is able to like stay consistent with some of the team. I need to get in here. So like, for example, Zhongli, a lot of people use him as a shield bot. They just like put everything into health. And to be fair, that's not necessarily a bad idea. But you never need more shield than you need to survive. You can't super survive. Right? You either survive or you don't. So long as you survive, you can put everything else into damage. And that's basically what I do. Do you get views on those? Like, I don't know why I asked that. That's not necessarily what the point of it is. Actually, that would kind of make sense if you're trying to get viewership. Like, I think there are people who are interested in the character building aspect of this game. But the thing that's funny is that I think I should do that, because that's technically something that I'm interested in, but this is one of the few games that I think are too shallow to warrant it. Like, you can figure out so much of these things yourself just by trying things out. Like, if you play Path of Exile, that's a game where you need goddamn walkthroughs to figure out how to even make a character for your first playthrough. That game is insane. Path of Exile is a game that needs guides. Uh-oh.
It's okay, Ilyas. You've done more than enough for me already.
Do you mean in Genshin, or, well, you can in both, technically. It's just that, to me, there's not enough variety. Like, you can combine a lot of different characters, but sometimes you need constellations on some of the characters in order to make things work. Like, for example, Dory can be really good with single-target electro reactions. But she needs her first 2 talents in order to function. And her 6th talent helps her do it even more. But you can't really do that until you have those talents. So until then, she's just like a heal bot that also provides energy to whoever you're linking her up against. So some things are kind of wonky. Man, I wish I'd gotten Yai Miko. She seems like she would be really good after the Sumeru patch. Her turrets work in a really weird way, where each of the turrets has their own internal elemental reaction cooldown. So every time you see a lightning from one of those things hit, it causes a reaction, which causes so many dendro reactions, which in turn causes so goddamn much damage. Anyway, it's okay, Elias. You've done more than enough for me already.
I don't understand.
Wait,
Everyone
Roger?
knows that Johnny is stealing your research. Why is no one willing to go public with the truth?
Damn it, Johnny!
He shamelessly used your thesis to send in a project application.
Johnny,
and whenever
be
the
good.
project hits a wall, he asks you for help. Everyone knows what's going on.
Do you know how many people are working on that project? If Johnny was kicked out because of academic fraud, that'd be the end of the project. Too many people would be affected.
But he's obviously taking advantage of you.
And you're just gonna sit there and take it?
Work, and after you're done pulling all-nighters, he struts around with your research data and takes credit for it.
Apparently, this is a thing that's fairly common in a lot of sectors. People just taking credit for each other's work.
That's not right! Why are you putting up with this?
And that's how I feel about it.
A lot of people warn me to not say anything, and I think they have a point. This is just how things are. All I want is to graduate without any problems.
Like, even my dad has had people steal his research. And even, like, years later, he just sees his research show up on the internet, and then he finds some random dude taking credit for it. That's just gotta be really weird to experience. I was like, wow, many people doing a lot of similar research, huh?
It's okay. He's at least paying me.
And that's what this is about, remember?
Half a year of your time and effort. Countless all-nighters and casual threats and insults. All for a measly 20,000 mora?
I have 20 million. I could just give some to you.
He's treating people like cattle.
Enough. It's fine. I just need to suck it up and get it done.
I guess that's one solution. Just slurp it up.
What's the matter?
I think I saw a glimpse of Ilia's past.
Huh? You could read minds this whole time and you never told Paimon?
Well, yeah, it was funny reading your mind without you knowing.
Of course not.
Alhaitham, stop blowing my cover.
I was also able to see those memories just now. They were probably the ones that leaked out while Ilias was connecting to the collective consciousness.
I'm supposed to just accept this as a natural phenomenon of this world. Huh? Okay, fine.
Collective consciousness?
You got it right.
It's clear that this place isn't a work in progress. The hive has long been finished.
Has it?
The collective consciousness project is already complete, and Ilias is now returning to the collective.
So he tricked us?
Not entirely. Keep walking and you'll see why.
Wait, what do you know? Man, these people are always like this, acting smarmy like they know more than I do. And apparently they're always right too, which is even more annoying. You may place the key obtain key. Insert key. You see, this is why I earn the big bucks. Epic gamer right there, baby. I know how to pick up keys, I know how to place keys. Wait, is this a joke? Is this... Thank you. Wait, why would you let me do this? Oh, wait, never mind. It does make sense. If you're a little bit smarter than I am. There we go. My biggest problem is running out of stamina. Oh, come on. Don't look at me like that. Okay, here we go. No, chill. Whoops. I was supposed to try and use Alhaitham, but... Okay, screw it. Weird. No, he's number 5. Am I green yet? Where's my enemies? God damn it. Uh-oh. My biggest problem is still just losing track of my enemies. Oh, there you go. There's a chest. And chests. I lose track of chests too. Wait, did I come from here? I got spun around like a dreidel.
It's completely different from what Ilias said. This place looks like it's been done for a while.
Ooh.
What do you mean start? Okay. I can't just jump to my death? I don't know what that...
Contributing to the collective by only thinking to your strengths. How easy.
Let me off! Damn it. Don't know why my first desire is to commit suicide. I should probably talk to a therapist.
Hatred. We must get rid of him.
Man, why are you so mad? Wait, are you... Is that a VR headset? I want one, come back. No. I never got an Oculus. Man. I'll never have one. And this one's just empty, huh? Fine, be that way.
Hello?
Ooh. Oh yeah, I need to check how they built Alhaitham in this event.
An entire year's worth
They
of
usually
work
do
down
weird
the drain.
things.
And for what? Your reputation? Do you have any idea how many people you've brought down?
You could have played hero any time. So why couldn't you have waited until the project was complete?
I don't understand what you guys are saying. Are you saying you don't care that Raju jumped to his death?
It's a shame. What happened to him? I thought he was stronger than that.
Whoa, don't... Yeah, I didn't realize he was so fucking weak.
Everyone has been working hard to complete the project. He could have endured for a bit longer. But he chose now, of all times, to...
Why is everyone an asshole? Jesus.
In any case, we're done with you. Because of your recklessness, the Matra are putting Johnny on trial. This project is done for.
Lady, would you
None
chill?
of this affects you at all. But do you know how many people, myself included, needed this project to complete their studies?
is it even your studies if you're just working under someone?
Our futures are up in the air. If worst comes to pass, we might not be able to graduate. Do you understand now?
Is it just me, or does he look a little wall-eyed?
I'm sorry.
There's no need for an apology. It's not like I'll accept it anyway. You'll pay for this.
Why are you talking like a Saturday cartoon villain? Oh, big sad.
Hey, you're blinking out again. What did you see this time?
Ilias.
Don't jump to conclusions just yet. Save your words for when we see him.
Very well. What's in here? Door of Resurrection now activated. Okay, how much do I have to teleport around? Wait, can I pick up multiple keys? Please let me be able to. Another one? Yes! I am the key master. The master of unlocking, even. There's a old meat here. And the so-called puzzles in this game, I swear to God. That was just a repeat of the last puzzle. Basically reskin.
Alias, this is all very strange. Is there really no research group that will take you? Well, to pass this course, you must complete a paper with other researchers. I know you're a hero for fighting academic fraud, but well, we can't make exceptions for heroes, now can we?
You literally can. If there's anybody you should make exceptions for, it's probably heroes.
Maybe you should try to improve your relationship with the other researchers. Huh? Getting a reputation for being too unconventional will not stand you in good stead in the long run.
What is this? His origin story on how he ended up in the cave?
I understand.
You seem troubled.
Nobody's willing to help me, so I went to the big bad guy.
Who are you? Where are my manners?
A
My name
nerd.
is Siraj.
Hold on.
Siraj, I've heard of you before. Do you need something from me?
So this is the man in question.
The world hates people who don't fit in. I imagine you've had your fair share of trouble. After you reported Johnny for academic fraud, you were ostracized and shunned. Even your family can't understand your actions. However, I'm working on some research that will help you merge into a collective. That way, your life won't be so dolorous.
Yes, if there's one thing I want to do with my life, it's merge into a collective.
How about it? Want to have a go?
All it takes is this fancy pair of shades.
What did you see?
Siraj persuaded Ilias to join the hive. Ilias wasn't forced.
I can't believe it! He really did trick us! That giga jerk!
No, Giga Chad, Paimon, Giga Chad.
No, Siraj is the real giga jerk here. Ilias is just a regular jerk.
Chill.
Ooh, Paimon's so mad! We're gonna find him, and we're gonna make him explain himself!
My God. Okay. I don't know how or why I got teleported. Hey, nice holograms. Did you make them yourself?
You cheeky bitch.
You've come.
Wait a second.
I intentionally slowed my integration into the collective consciousness because I wanted to see you one last time as Ilias.
What is this building up to?
And I wanted to apologize to you as him. It was only at Gandharvaville
I
that the
apologize,
second thing I
mortals.
must do occurred to me. Bring you all here.
What do you mean?
To throw off the Matra and bring Alhaitham to the hive. That was my task as Siraj number 36.
You're saying this was all part of your plan?
You were already Siraj number 36? But you passed the Matra's lie detector test!
Yes, through the clever use of amnesia.
Yes, I truly did forget many things during that time, even my identity and assigned responsibilities. However, it's not that I got scared and forgot. I chose to delete those memories. It's difficult to fool Alhaitham, so I had to create the perfect guise for myself.
I've seen this trope before. It's so ridiculous. I kind of love it.
And the best guise is when you believe your own lies.
There you go.
Correct. I only told you that the hive was incomplete because I had deleted my memories of its completion. It was finished a long time ago. Before I left, I was already living as number 36. Now, I choose to return to that identity. Only
Man,
here
if only I could live
can
as
I
number
be
36.
truly free. That's all I wanted to say. After I enter this room, my consciousness will merge back into the collective. And so, this is goodbye.
Ah, goodbye then.
Is this your decision?
What is happening?
The person we know is Ilias, not Siraj number 36. The outside world is painful sometimes, but Paimon doesn't think that's a reason to run away.
Do you need more time to consider, Ilias?
Is he making textures in Unreal Engine? Why does he have this node network?
That is Siraj.
Master texturer and technical artist for Epic Games.
Giga jerk!
Giga jerk? Huh, how bold of you. Have I done something to offend you?
You've existed. That's good enough for me.
I modified Akasha terminals to allow users to share memories and emotions. Then, I recruited researchers from the academia to build a collective consciousness. I assigned numbers to everyone and divided the experiment's tasks amongst themselves. Here, people can live easily and happily without needing to exercise complex mental thought. This is what they have chosen. All I've done is fulfill their wishes.
You're just trying to justify yourself!
Well, yeah.
Then I ask you.
You're attacking him. What do you
What's
expect?
the difference between here and the outside?
This is a
There
trick
are
question?
researchers at the academia who engage in dangerous research in extreme environments while others become idle and listless.
There you
People
go.
are so obsessed with collective will that even those on the fringes will attempt to fit in after suffering setbacks.
Wow, this is actually the shit I talked about earlier.
Isn't that right, Ilias?
Exactly, he's trying to fit
There's
in.
no need to deny this. As it is fact, it is natural for social creatures to congregate together. And the terminus of conformity is a collective consciousness through which even an ordinary bee colony can become a powerful swarm. Replace the bees with humans, and this model becomes even more potent.
It would be way funnier if you just created a massive beehive instead, though, and tried to conquer Sumeru or whatever. That is definitely some Saturday morning cartoon villain shit.
Welcome to the hive, Alhaitham. You once arrogantly denied the merits of this project before the Grand Sage. A few simple words from you, and my research was consigned to nothingness.
Uh-oh.
Of course, I'm well aware that you don't care about any of this. You don't care about the pain of others.
Yawn.
But I didn't give up. I made my thesis into reality.
Good for you.
When we arrived, I noticed many empty rooms in the hive.
You noticed
Me
that?
too.
Then can you guess where their inhabitants are?
Deeper
The
north?
answer is the academia.
Oh no!
They're executing another phase of the plan. The plan to install me as a sage. The collective consciousness links all of us into a single mind, showcasing our individual strengths as we work together. We are able to execute complex undertakings while instantaneously modifying our strategies in response to unexpected situations.
We're all very impressed, sweetheart. Have a gold star. Like, this dude trying to become the next sage is harder for me to get invested in than like Ash becoming a new Pokemon master. Or what's it called? Like the defeating the Indigo League. How the hell am I supposed to what's the worst that can happen? Like, the academia is treated like a superpower, and I don't understand how or why.
Everything has been proceeding smoothly. You are our biggest obstacle.
I'll be the grand
Get you
nerd.
out of the way. I'll use my growing influence to turn the collective consciousness into a legitimate study. The project will snowball until ultimately everyone will be part of my hive. No. The hive will be in control. And it will lead the academia towards a new future.
We won't let you do this!
You evil bastard.
What can you achieve with mere words? You weren't even able to change Ilyas's mind.
Well, to be fair, it was fairly scrambled to begin
Return
with.
to the hive, number 36.
Oh, no!
Yes.
Wait! Don't go back! Look! There are lots of people out there worried about you.
Yeah, let him go.
And you aren't an outcast. Aren't we your friends?
That's easy for you to say, given that you're travelers. Will you two continue to stay at the academia? When you leave, tragedy will repeat itself.
I wonder if there's some social commentary to extract from this.
Return, number 36. You know as well as I do that comforting words don't make life any easier.
If you don't conform, you're just fully rejected.
Ilias? Why?
You two
That's
are
basically
just
what we
as
saw.
arrogant as all Hatham.
What?
You
Yeah,
think
come on.
that everyone should be like you and live according to their own truths. But you don't realize that most people simply want
No.
easy
You are
lives.
misrepresenting me. I don't want people to live according to their own truths. I want them to live according to my truths. There is a
I
difference.
allowed number 36 to leave the hive.
The difference
without
being,
his
I'm
memories,
right.
Only because I knew he would eventually return. This proves that I know more about human nature than you do.
Congratulations, they didn't realize this was a competition. I'm happy for you. Come down here and get your trophy. It might look like a fist, but that's just because it is.
Hatham, do say a word or two. I will consider them as your last.
I will spread you like goatsy on breath.
I made those words quite clear a year ago. The model you presented was extremely unstable. No amount of garish packaging will change its fragile nature. It can't be helped. If you were clever enough to realize those problems, then you would have been aware that the hive changed when Ilyas returned to this collective consciousness of yours.
Did he, would he, should he?
What?
Wait, what the? Why is the tree house glowing?
What's happening?
That is my reaction. We're actually in sync for once,
The
Paimon.
collective needs motivation to execute its plans, just as machinery requires energy to operate. That's why you, as the Overmind, synchronized your hatred of me into the collective, prompting them to create and execute a plan to eliminate me.
This machine runs on hate? What is this, Twitter?
However, when Ilyas returned to the collective, his memories and emotions were shared with the rest of its members. This includes his perception of me.
This sound is so good.
Thanks for that. You know, you don't seem like such a bad person. Strange, isn't it? Why did I have those thoughts at that time?
This contradicts the hatred you had provided them, and these two differing emotions will give rise to new conflict.
They will conform to my plans now.
So that's it. Wait, so you knew that Ilias would return to the hive?
It's Al-Haytham. He's written like super Sherlock Holmes. He knows everything, okay? He would defeat everyone in Death Note. He's just too smart, okay? Paimon, just give up.
And then you pretended to keep him around just to fool Siraj. Wouldn't expect any less from you, Al-Haytham. Once the collective consciousness bugs out, we'll take that opportunity to...
I like how he can say that this was all according to plan. He did nothing of significance. He just stood around and let the guy go, you know what, that Al-Haytham dude, he's not so bad. And now everything is backfiring. That's all he did.
Wait, it's back to normal already?
The fact that this is considered a master plan is just chef's kiss.
Al-Haytham, I told you. You're
Al-Haytham? More like no Haytham.
Did you really think that your little scheme would be enough to destabilize the hive?
Well, you kind of hope.
Ilias's return had indeed introduced abnormal emotions into the hive, but such a meager drop cannot give rise to waves.
Yeah, that's a pretty good metaphor.
Your struggle has been in vain.
I can see why you are on the big bucks.
It's time to end it. Allow me to show you what makes the collective consciousness so formidable.
Am I gonna have to kill all of you?
So
why are you mushrooms?
Where did they come from?
Where did they go?
Something feels off about them.
I also integrated monsters into the collective, though I ranked them last. Even so, they are part of it. Despite their lack of intelligence, perfect cooperation can be achieved, much like soldiers who have undergone strict training. Now then, drown in endless waves of monsters. You will all pay for your ceaseless arrogance.
My guy, chill.
Hey, Al-Haytham? Your plan didn't work, so what do we do now?
I've already sent my gift to the collective. It'll take some time for the recipient to receive it.
Don't phrase things like that. It sounds sexual. Did you upload porn to the collective? Is that what you did? Did you send dick pics to the collective? Are you... Are you forcing all of them to view it at the same time in order to overload the server? Or is it just one bicep? Do you think that'll be enough? It probably
You
would.
two just need to brace yourselves for the nuisance in front of us.
Hello, nuisance.
Well, all right. Paimon doesn't know how you get so confident, but we'll hold them off for as long as we can.
Hell yeah!
Wait, Paimon, you're actually doing things? Nope, you ran away yet again.
By royal decree.
Everybody chill.
Covenant of the Deep.
I keep messing it up.
Isn't that bad of a person?
But it has to be done. He must be eliminated so that we can evolve.
You see? That is the will
Whoa,
of the
whoa, whoa.
collective. Even with the hatred gone, they continue their work. An external anomaly cannot shake the collective stability.
Sure it can. Uh-oh.
Oz revealed.
Check this out.
Okay, let's actually use Al-Haytham.
Process of elimination.
He won't hold out for much longer.
He's a lot tougher than we imagined.
Is he?
Something's gone wrong at the academia.
This is pretty basic to me.
What's going on? What's with this sudden influx
I
of
am
information?
interrupting a lot of dialogue.
What's with sudden influx of information?
Silence! As the Overmind, I command you!
Command you?
Hey,
Command you to what?
allow me.
Don't get too close!
Oh, wait, I need to do this. Probably some of this. Back to Al-Haytham, maybe?
How is that possible? Why hasn't it been resolved yet?
I really don't know.
Judgment?
The will of the collective
No,
cannot be wrong.
How am I still messing this up? Oh, he's super dead. An error in his judgment. Could you turn up the music a little louder, please?
What have you done?
Not balance the audio.
Don't you have an easy way to figure this out?
Oh no, he's gonna be overloaded with VR porn.
Designated as number 36? What a shame. From what I can see, your talents merit a smaller number. Putting aside the validity of the data, it is meaningless to judge individuals based solely on their jnana energy.
What you said to Ilias has now become a memory shared by all members of the Hive.
Oh no!
I see
They
now.
think Elhathan is really cool.
Selfish desires. You're trying to destroy my Hive from the inside out.
Human minds are not infinitely pliable, and your hive has stretched many of them to their limit. Once your authority as Overmind starts to wane, it won't be long before your subjects snap back. Is it worth living here like a machine? Being a tool for the rest of my life? As soon as one person begins to have these thoughts, selfishness, doubt, and fear will propagate, thanks to the web of consciousness that you built. At this stage, your so-called hive has already fallen.
It's not over yet. I am the Overmind. There has to be a way.
It's too late. Once the desires of the hive accumulate, beyond a certain threshold, they will kill their king.
What?
Such a disgraceful defeat if I was the Overmind.
My number shouldn't be so far down in the list. Siraj is a liar.
This isn't what we agreed to.
I should be the one in your position.
No, I am the cool one. I should be the one in charge. Too many cooks in the kitchen. And
shut down?
It's over, nerds.
What happened just now?
I'm not really sure.
Members of a collective consciousness are more likely to reach a consensus because of their shared memories and emotions. For example, Ilias did have differing perceptions, but he ultimately followed the collective consciousness's judgment. However, this system is far from perfect. Based on this logic, the collective consciousness will generate an intractable diffusion effect upon encountering negative emotions.
Selfish desires.
The disturbance that Ilias caused wasn't for naught. It made the collective question the Overmind.
And that's how we fight indoctrination, ladies and gentlemen.
Setbacks in the plan further amplify doubt, which diminishes the Overmind's influence. This inevitably causes the collective to generate negative emotions.
Apprehension, disappointment, panic, avarice.
Avarice?
These negative emotions can be very well hidden, as humans generally do not share completely transparent channels of communication. But in the hive, where there are no secrets, negativity can spread like a tidal wave. Of course, what I said to Ilias was the trigger for all of this. A few words were enough. Believe in the power of words, Siraj.
You were already thinking of a way to destroy the collective consciousness. Even back then, you knew that Ilias was the bait all along? But how did you know? Since when?
Since the script was written.
I knew it from the moment I saw him. Moreover, I never looked down on you. My opinion of you has always been objective.
He's a based atheist, okay?
You have a naive view towards the concepts of collective consciousness and human evolution, but you are intelligent and disciplined. You would never let a test subject escape. Mistakes like that are beneath you, and you also won't leave any mistake without a resolution.
I never thought I'd hear those words come from you. But if you're saying that out of sympathy, spare me. I know very well that you've never viewed me as an equal. When you were with us, you always had a distant look in your eyes.
Because he was thinking about how to upload all his dick pics to the hive
You don't
mind.
need to hide it. I know it better than anyone else. The arrogance that comes with being a genius. Nobody likes being treated like that.
Mm-hmm.
Your perspective is entirely born from your habitual way of looking at things. From your perspective, you probably think I'm like you, someone who doesn't fit in. However, I've never placed myself on a pedestal. I just want to distance myself from meaningless noise and look at everything objectively. On the other hand, you have failed to come to terms with who you truly are. You care too much about winning and how others perceive you.
God, this is like watching at Redditors debate.
You mean to say that I'm the arrogant one here?
Is that not so?
Yes, enlightened Redditor.
Arrogant and emotionally fragile.
Hey, I feel targeted now.
You view people as a simple, mediocre collective, while you regard me as one of your kind.
Regardless, I have lost. You can take me back to the academia and stand trial.
Yeah, but why
you
should we?
will stand trial, yes. But arresting people isn't in my job description. I'm just an ordinary staff member. I believe it is the General Mahamatra's duty to escort you away.
Is Sino here?
Sino? What are you doing here?
Yeah, this kind of needs explaining. Why is this old dog here?
I followed the symbols. Looks like things have already been settled.
The symbols?
Symbols?
I left a similar picture in my letter to him, and I made several similar symbols on the way here.
Wait, what do you mean you left a letter? Oh, Paimon remembers! When Paimon first saw you, Arav said that you had left a letter for Sino.
Oh yeah, why do we care though?
So you really did know that something was up with Ilias from the start! You lied to us too!
It'd be best if you didn't spout nonsense. I never employed any mode of trickery on you. By the way, I came across some information at the Academia a few days ago. If you practice the method discussed therein, your vision may improve. Do you need it?
Wait, my vision? What are you talking about?
Seriously? This guy. By the way, Sino, Paimon heard that Siraj sent more people to the Academia. We can't let those jerks get away!
Don't worry. The Matra have started screening suspicious persons, and we've already arrested many of Siraj's associates.
What about the people in the hive mind? Are you gonna consider them guilty?
This was likely one factor that caused the hive's consciousness to waver. Everything went as you predicted, all Hatham.
Wow.
Seems like the interesting part is already over. I'll leave the arrests to you all.
Wait, am I allowed to arrest people? I don't feel like I should have the kind of power.
See you.
That's it? You're just saying see I'm leaving? Okay, is that actually a headset he's wearing? I just realized the wire actually goes in there.
There still are a lot of test subjects here, so let's stick around for a while.
I think he listens to dubstep. Like all the time. What do you mean stick around?
Oh no. Oh no. I was involved in all these plans to get rid of the acting Grand Sage?
Wow, but I guess you're getting arrested.
What came over me? How could I do something like this?
You're asking me? Do I look like I'm part of the hive mind?
We were accomplices without knowing it. But I'm afraid that Alhaitham might pressure the Matra into giving us heavier sentences.
Why would he?
Whether he's the scribe or the acting Grand Sage, we can't afford to offend him. It seems our future at the Academia will be full of uncertainties.
Who are you?
We can discuss the future later. Leaving the collective left me with a strange sense of guilt.
Is it that strange, though?
I didn't feel anything towards Alhaitham at first, since he wasn't well known. All the opinions I heard about him were negative, though.
Well, believe all the rumors.
Siraj made us hate Alhaitham, and we blindly accepted that hatred and thought of him as a bad person. From how things look,
who talks like this?
We've done a lot of irrational things.
I guess we're getting what we deserve. Could you help us apologize to Alhaitham?
Well, how would that help?
Sure, Paimon will help you tell Alhaitham, but whether he chooses to forgive you is up to him.
It's okay. No matter what he chooses, apologizing will make us feel slightly better. If he chooses to remember this, we're prepared for our punishment.
It's time to go.
Let's go.
How do you pronounce her name? Goalie?
So,
She should play soccer.
duped?
I mean, what do you consider duped?
We can ask Alhaitham about that later.
Was Ilias duped? Or was he just susceptible? Hmm?
Looks like I can't exist as Siraj number 36. Yet, my life as Ilyas goes on.
Don't sound too happy about it. We just saved your
When
ass.
I was at Gandharvaville, I thought about whether I should just come forward with the truth.
Is that where the Powerpuffs live?
I didn't have the courage then. So in the end, I lost my sense of justice, but I also wasn't able to conform.
Ilyas?
Well, at least you tried.
Don't be sad. I'm the one who deceived you. However, I didn't come out of this completely empty-handed. The moment the hive collapsed, an idea popped into my head.
It better be a good one.
I realized that the collective I was always trying to fit into wasn't as powerful as I had imagined.
How powerful does it need to be?
Understanding that gave me courage somehow. Perhaps one day I could be just like Alhaitham and not care about what anyone else thinks.
That is... That's not how that works. You're just supposed to accept that you're going to care about what people think and then not try and let it affect you. My guy, you... This is that shit that happened earlier. How Alhaitham is just like, hey, you shouldn't be nervous. And the other guy just goes, okay, and then everything's fixed. That's not how emotions work. You accept that you're going to be affected, and you try to have a level of awareness of it, and then you try to not let it affect you. It's not just don't have emotion and don't care.
You can do it. Paimon believes in you.
It's a process.
Thanks. Well, I should get going. I'm one of the primary suspects in the case, so I'll have to receive my due punishment.
You are one of the sussiest bakas here. Like you got him brain blasted yourself in order to achieve your mission. That is some dedication.
Can you keep this a secret from my parents and my sister?
No.
I just don't want them to worry.
But I want them to.
Also, please apologize to Alhaitham for me. Goodbye, you two.
What's there to apologize for?
All the test subjects have been taken away.
What a way to talk about them. You can call them people or victims in those circumstances, right? You don't have to call them test subjects and be patronizing about it, buddy.
I'll have my subordinates seal the place, retrieve all documentation, and destroy the system.
So anyway, all the tools got released.
Are you too hurt? I brought bandages and hemostatics.
How's a hemostatic?
Paimon's fine. Just a little tired.
Yeah. I've been getting sicker for the past 3 hours. I need a nap.
Get some rest. Alhaitham is
Thank
probably
you.
waiting for you at the entrance. Go see him when you're done here. Watch out for any of Siraj's associates who might still be in hiding. If you encounter anything you can't take care of, come find me at the academia.
Hmm.
Okay, you stay safe too, Sino. Let's go meet up with Alhaitham.
The topic of conformity feels a little bit apropos. It feels like when I have people in chat during conversation, it seems like they start leaving once I start disagreeing or talking about hot topics. Feels like we should be able to have open conversations and not assume the worst, but whatever. The matter's settled. We can now return, okay.
I actually thought it would have been settled sooner. This took much longer than I expected.
I might have paused in some of the dialogue to talk to the chat, Alhaithan. I'm sorry.
Judging by your faces, it seems like you two still have some questions.
That's right, I'm quite curious.
I respect your curiosity, but I'm off the clock now, so I'm not going to field any questions.
Are you trying to annoy me? You're the one who brought it up.
Hey, we're not your colleagues!
You couldn't tell that was an excuse just now?
What? Are you kidding me? You're not leaving today until you explain what happened back at Siraj's secret base!
I don't want a second explanation. He just brain blasted them by some spooky negative emotion mumbo jumbo bullshit, okay? No. Don't explain any further.
See ya.
Oh god, long awkward pause. Fuck you and then turn around. That perfect execution.
Hold it right there.
You listen to me, mister.
Are you done? Your behavior is reminding me of some other people.
Who the hell are you implying?
Stop changing the subject.
Was that a burp?
It's too much of a hassle to explain everything from the top.
My guy, are your organs shutting down?
Come with me.
I kind of want to go to bed. And you're not coming. So, could you stick to the Sia?
Where to?
No, Paimon, you're not sharing a bed
You'll
with him.
know when we get there.
No. No! Paimon, no. He's like half your age. Give me a second. I see a lot of ore, and yes, I want all of it. I mean, when in Rome, you just gotta take it. Who is more overpowered between Yalen and Raiden?
Stabilize.
I mean, Yalen's C6 is absolutely insane. Raiden Shogun's is like really good on paper, but you can't juggle that many bursts to actually benefit from it. It's kind of a shame. And also, the fact that it doesn't reduce her own makes it even clumsier. Like, you can't synchronize shit because of that, I think. Anyway. Wait, I'm finally free from the cutscene. I need to be careful. Wait. Okay, I need to figure out the radius for the activation of this cutscene because I don't want to accidentally activate this shit off stream. But I'm really tired. I'm a sleepy mama. Okay, it's over there. I should be able to avoid that. Wait, let me do a test run. Uh-huh. Not activated. Not activated. Okay, I'm safe for another day. Thank God. Oh. Oh my God, this fever's been escalating. I think I need to figure out if I have any medicine. Well, you know what? It's been Gucci, it's been great, it's been sweet. I'm hitting the hay. Good night, sweet mamas. Bye.